Okay, Martin, so we're calling this meeting, we're meeting with Martin on, November 20th, and what time is it? It's now 10:40. We want to talk to Martin to get an update on all the legal matters that he's handling for the HOA. My concern is that, I thought we had an understanding that once a month he was going to provide us with a status report as to where things are, which I have not seen. So consequently, I figure that, it's best to meet to find out what's going on and to reignite that whole process, because it's very important that the HOA board gets a monthly report from Martin with respect to the legal status of the matters that he's handling. So the legal will be basically list them and said, okay, here's where we are. And that keep us on top of what's going on. And then we know that Martin is doing what we hire him to do. Okay. Now, having said that, let's move on to the main reason for this meeting, Martin. We are in the process of preparing the 2026 budget. Okay. And one of the things that we need is we have to come up with a reasonable estimation of what the legal fees are going to be, because we have to incorporate that into the budget. And of course, we have to go to the General Assembly to get it approved. So that's one of the main things one of the main purpose of meeting today is to get an evaluation on, where we are with the different legal issues. We know probably you have some legal fees that we know you have a retainer, but by the same token, we want to know in 2024 what your fees are going to be, okay? Because you're going to say, okay, by December 30th, this is where we are, and my fees are going to be X amount of dollars, okay?
Yeah.
All these other stuff are going to go into 2026 and beyond, okay? For 2026, based upon these things, I'm going to come up with an estimate of what I think my legal fees are going to be so that we can incorporate it into the budget, okay?
Like this has to do with what Edwin's already filtered to them, and the ones we're going to send letters to from you to them saying, all right, it's in my hands now. I think that's what he's wanting. He wants a figure on that to the end of this year.
Okay.
To the end of this year.
This year, and then we'll go into next year.
Okay, so here we are, Martin. I have three major topics, okay, that I want to address. Because as you know, the main purpose for it was to get the common area transferred to the HOA. That's the number one priority, okay?
Yes.
The second thing is the collection. So in terms of priority, is the collection of those folks who are not paying the maintenance, okay? And then all the other legal issues fall below that. So number one, common area transfer. Number two, collection, okay? And everything else falls below that. Okay, for example, one of the things that I want to bring to your attention, I think I sent you this letter. We sent out one of those collection letters to the people who own Q3, and they sent us that letter. And that we figure that needs to be addressed by you right away. Because our position is, okay, if you're taking that position, then you can drive through this gate to go to your house.
What is the answer?
What was that?
What is the answer from them?
Okay, so what we have sent them the letter.
Yeah.
Saying saying your whole $4,200.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the statement that went out. Okay,
The answer.
so this is the letter. Okay, to them. Okay,
To them.
and then this is their response,
Well,
which we feel is something that you need to address right away.
They're saying they belong to HOA one.
I didn't really see what he said.
well, this is the Spanish version. This is the English version. The answer is this email. Where is the answer? It's not there, Pastor.
Okay.
This is the Spanish version for you guys. The 20th of December,
What, yeah, this is the Spanish version, okay.
and the other one is the English version. And the answer from them is not there.
Oh, so the answer from them is not there.
Tell me
Okay.
roughly how
Okay.
they are.
Well, okay, I thought, okay, so I have it here. Basically, what they're saying is that, when they bought the lot, because this 4,200, let me explain to you how that came about, okay?
Mhm.
They bought the lot from one on Claudia, from one on Claudia, okay?
Yes.
And they bought it, I think, sometimes in 2024 or
Yes.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes in 2024, okay? Now, when they bought the lot, there was outstanding maintenance fee of $4,200, okay?
Okay.
Which was not paid, okay?
Mhm.
So once they came on board, they also paid us the 2024, no, they paid us the 2025 maintenance fee. They paid at 840, okay? So now we sent them back this notice and said, okay,
This came
looking
to,
at the accounts receivable, okay, you still have $4,200 that was in the maintenance fee that was not paid by the company who you bought the lot from. Okay? Because what the attorney should have done when if I'm representing a client, I'm gonna buy a lot in this development. One of the first things you check
I
if
want to
they're
be.
outstanding every year, are you in good standing?
Mhm.
And you make sure that you take the property with maintenance fees being paid, real estate taxes being paid, or whatever it is, okay? Because if you fail to do that and you buy the property with all those things there and didn't do your due diligence, you become liable. Okay?
Mhm.
So what happens here, they bought this, didn't do the due diligence because Claudia tell them, according to what they're saying, is that you belong to HOA 1. You don't belong to HOA 2. You know the whole issue with HOA 1 is that it doesn't exist according to MIFIAC. You can only have one HOA within the development, okay? And that's just one of the issue that comes about. So that's where we are there, because that is kicked out into remember the last meeting we talked about what happened where Claudia they transfer out a bunch of
Lots, yeah.
lots to HOA 1 without going through HOA regular protocol, following the rules. And you said we have to file something to vacate those filing,
Okay.
to void those filing.
No, because if I don't make a mistake,
And
Edwin,
I sent you the response.
Edwin told me about this. Yeah, I answered to him. And look in Registro Público that lot, and then okay, Claudio with their company they sold to them,
Right.
and then one of the things here, the judge, if let's say we go to court, the judge they have to recognize the debt, and the moment they will say no, because when they bought it, nobody told you about it, and then they became a new company, new
Right.
person,
Right.
and then the true they start to pay the day they bought the property.
Mhm.
Like in this case, like we trying to tell them, like, hey, the person who sold that to you was in good standing, so we're trespassing that debt to you guys. And then the way they will defend themselves, say, hey, listen, I will pay dues in the day I got that lot in my name. This is one scenario.
Mhm.
Second scenario, let's say they buy the company with the lot. The meaning is the same person
Yeah.
because they just changed the board.
Yeah.
In that moment, it's the same person. So
Yeah.
meaning the company is the same person.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
Yeah.
So if they change the board, hey, whatever it was in the back
Yeah.
or whatever bad dues,
Yeah.
you continue having
Okay.
a responsibility because it's that person, the company person,
Right.
Yeah.
who is the person. But
Right.
if they change that to other company or their
It starts again.
it starts from zero.
Okay, we'll check into that right away.
Yeah, I believe
Because you're saying, there's no way we can win that case.
No,
So if that is the right scenario, and I trust you know
Yeah.
this, then we got to
well,
invite him to.
you know, like you could play.
Let's back up. Let's back up.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm a lawyer. Okay, I don't practice law in Panama, but I do understand the general concept.
Yes.
Because you're talking about the innocent third party. In the US, we call it the doctrine of the innocent third party.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what you call it here.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
but
the same
that's
thing.
basically what you're talking about
Yes.
here. Okay. So, what I want to say here is that, the bottom line is that, they are taking the position that they don't belong to HOA, this HOA. They belong to HOA1. That's their overall position.
Okay.
Yet they use the gate. Okay, so you have to explain to them, listen, HOA1 does not own this stuff here. That's an entity that was set up illegally. Okay.
Mhm.
You can set it up, but in terms of transferring the property over to them, okay? Because the issue there, okay, HOA1, you cannot, because what you're doing, okay, because the lot that they bought was part of the development for this
In the
HOA,
beginning. Yeah.
okay? You cannot transfer that lot to anybody unless you sell it or you get consent from this HOA. That's what the rule says, okay? So when they set up the bogus HOA1, because what you're saying now, because based upon your scenario, you're saying that anybody who come in and bought a lot under HOA1 are not obligated to pay the back fees. That's not, no, because you cannot transfer out lots out of this development to any other HOA without getting unanimous consent. That was not done.
Mhm.
Okay? So you cannot have what we call it in the US, the doctrine of the fruit of the poisonous tree.
Yes.
The
Understand.
basis is wrong, so any benefit from it is void, okay?
Yes.
Okay? So you cannot say that HOA1 has legal standing in terms of owning the lot and whatever. You can't transfer the lot over to HOA1 because you didn't get unanimous consent from this HOA. Okay?
Mhm.
That's what the rule says. That's what Miviat said. Miviat said you can only have one HOA. These lots that he's talking about is part of the HOA,
No.
the original development, okay? We did not give him consent to transfer those. Also, so that's why you have to avoid those transfers. Okay?
And we want to stop him to have entrance or using our road until he does pay.
So let me go one, let me
Go
go
ahead.
one,
No.
let me go one step at a time, Ray, okay? We're talking legalities here, okay, so let's stay on that, okay? So one of the things that we have to do, okay? You have to move on because that was one of the things we said, okay, all those lots that he transfer out, and we know what the lots are. And if you go look at the record, what is recorded, what does HOA1 own? I mean, the HOA1 home because it's registered, the lots that are transferred out to there, okay? And you'll see that those lots belong, those are parts of the original HOA. He didn't have consent to transfer those. Okay?
Mhm.
So you have to move to avoid those transfers because they're illegal,
Yes.
okay?
Okay.
So having said that, okay, their claim about that they belong to the whole issue about innocent third party is between them and Claudio. We can still go after them because our position is the HO1. You are liable, okay?
Mhm.
You have to go back, so we're gonna go after them and then let them go after HOA1 for misrepresentation because literally, because what happened there, Miss HOA1, the people who's Claudian one, they misled them.
This is the company.
Yeah.
This is Edward and Isola Arauz.
Okay.
Where he signed, he's saying In a way, it's in English. In my capacity of resident of Baqueta and I accepting that stipulation of the rules. You know, in this case, you know, all those slots in that was
Q?
the date. There's no date on it.
The-
Eduardo Araúz, all the people that was in 2001.
Okay,
2001.
no, so that is HOA one.
No, that was in 2008.
2000.
August 2008.
That was the 2008 was the original rules.
Yeah, rules, yeah.
That's the original rule. Okay.
So the people who sign like that, they want to recognize the first rules.
Okay, yes, that's
Yeah,
what we said,
and
because
he
the
did-
only one that we recognize, because once they set up this HOA, everything.
That is in the file is in 2021.
Okay.
The meaning the Araúz when they asked the MIBI to be okay in 2008.
Okay.
The law we are claiming, you know, close community.
Right,
That was no, sorry, in 1998.
right,
The Araúz went to MIBI and they told them, I want to create an HOF and then I want to create a close community.
right.
And then maybe get this is what is stopping me to send that letter to you. You remember you asked me that letter I told that guy in the Zoom because I don't find that. Claudio, in one meeting I had with him, he showed me that letter.
Mhm.
And then look, in 2008, we claimed this a close community.
Yeah,
And then in 2021,
yeah,
they went back with all the people signed. The majority of owners of the lots here and houses, they signed. Even then they signed, they are part of Barqueta Nice. And then in 2000, that was in 2000, sorry again?
no, 2021,
21.
people didn't sign,
Yeah.
that was when they went and changed in the setup.
And-
No, 2001.
Yeah,
Okay.
2021.
2021,
Yeah.
okay,
They did all these letters.
okay, so who signed these?
Edward, each owner of the Barqueta Nice.
The founders, you mean?
No,
No, every lot owner and house
in
owner.
2021.
No, because in 2021,
But
You
the
have-
letters are here.
yeah, but in
They're English, even in English.
yeah, but I'm saying those are just part owners. No.
Araúz,
Those are just
Araúz.
those are just the Arus.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
the,
yeah, okay, that's not because remember now, Martin. So you understand what's going on.
Frank Gates Tree.
Okay, no, okay. So remember now, because where you're missing is that when they file, when they set up, when they start the development, and they file the original set of rules, and they said, okay, guys, in 2008, these are the rules that governs. This is what is like their prospectus. Everybody who came in and bought lots, okay, or houses in the development, bought relying on the rules that was put in place in
Rules of
2000
use.
rules of use in
Yeah.
2008, okay? What the rules of use in 2008 says, okay, in order for you to change anything, okay, like a lot, okay, you have to have unanimous consent. You can't come in and you have to have all the owners,
100%.
100%. Those folks that you're looking at, those are just their roofs. Those are not the community. There's like about probably 30 or 40 other people that didn't sign off on that.
Oh, there's more than 20 or 30.
More than that. So you're talking about how many of them are roofs? You're talking about 5 of them. Yeah, like about 40 other people that homes bought into the development.
But what I want to say with this is a proof. The Araúz recognized Barqueta Nice like the HOA.
Right.
As a private.
Like a private, and they recognize their lots are part of Barqueta Nice.
Oh, okay, that's his point.
This is my point.
Okay, that's your point. Okay.
Okay,
So you know, like let's say now we want to fight his new HOA.
Right.
I say, hey guys, how come you in 2021 are gonna say the judge?
Yeah.
They recognize Barqueta Nice, and then they
Yeah.
create other one because they find out, like, hey,
We
we're
don't
gonna
have
have we have to pay dues,
Right.
and let's try to avoid it.
avoid it. Right.
And this is the way they're trying to avoid it.
That's right.
Yeah, and
And
that's
then this
exactly
one-
the point.
This is the point. My point is that you could use this.
Yeah.
Plus, I could use the document from the MIBI who says, like, it's only one HOF in one
Right.
mother fund or
Yeah.
developer.
And it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they sign those cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eduardo Araújo and Gisola in
Yeah.
each lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they all did, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The family, yeah.
Yeah.
So they admitted to it.
They admitted. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so they admit the existence of HOA.
Barqueta Nice.
Next period.
Yes.
This period, okay? And the rules, they're same rules 2008.
They have a new rules too, and the
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't have new rules because Barqueta needs you recognize it. That is the only HOA.
and then
Right.
the other thing, when you came this week, he told me like the Araújo they had
5 votes, which is wrong. Yeah.
I don't see it anywhere.
No, I checked it all out. It doesn't exist. I checked it out with someone else who knows all of this, and it's a lie.
Yeah, and then one of the things, in 2000, in that deep, I don't remember, it's 2000 something now. The bylaw, our bylaw is from 2014,
Yeah.
and then this previous,
Yeah.
and then anything else to change the way to vote
Yeah.
or whatever, they have to go to Minister of Government, the
Yeah.
Minister of Government,
Government, yeah.
and then they create some changes in 2000, let's say 2008, and in 2014 they place because in 2008 in those rules and use
Right.
they say they will have a board of 3 members. They're gonna stay for
Right.
the 5 member,
Right.
or 2 is gonna stay for 3
Yeah,
years.
Yes.
1, but in our bylaw, was they say nothing about that.
Yeah.
And then the way we have to act is by the bylaw.
Right.
If we go for that rules and use, is not competitive.
Competitive, or no,
not
not competitive.
compatible, not compatible.
No, yeah,
Compatible.
compatible. Yeah.
The rules we have from 2014, because that one who is
No,
that
2008.
no 2014 the
bylaw.
sorry, the bylaw.
Right.
The bylaw is that one who has the power.
Okay.
Whatever you guys have between you guys, you could have it, but you can change that. Like that there in 2014 says is 1 year, it's 1 year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah. and the ACTA,
Right.
when it comes in power,
Right.
and we have on it
Right,
1
so
year.
that's why we said we have to go back to the General Assembly to let them know that, listen, guys, you want to change this, and we said, okay, the bylaw says you're only empowered, but
By year.
for a year, okay, but the rules of use say something different.
But that's it. But
What governs?
that the true, like, let's say we could continue doing it
Right, okay.
because it's like are you guys, like you are so used to use it like that. But let's say somebody wanna sue you guys about that.
Yeah.
The person who used the 2014 bylaw is the one who's gonna enforce that judge. Is that one who's judge is gonna say this is the way to act. This is the way you guys have to manage your things.
Because of the bylaw.
The bylaw. Whatever you have around, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then what we could do is by rules, internal rules.
Yeah,
But everything has to go by the bylaw.
right.
What I
right,
say is a year is a year.
Right,
What we could say, I told you from the beginning,
yeah,
we could go to the new assemblies and then we could vote. We don't want to vote for a new board
Right.
because in the bylaw in 2014 say that doesn't mean it could be continuous.
right, yeah,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
yeah.
Just voting back in the same board.
The same board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be just the same as the
Okay,
advanced board's gonna
okay,
stand.
well,
But this is one of the things you have to promote that.
Yeah, yeah, to the
Well-
General Assembly and get the vote on it and the whole thing, and
And then one of the things I remember I've been telling you I like in that assembly they vote about the last dues who you guys have been putting in place.
Yeah.
The more like yearly dues.
yeah,
Why? Because let's say when I start to sue these people, they're gonna say why you the judge say how much you're charging them. It's so much, And in this General Assembly, they're set to pay that much.
Yeah, because there's a general assembly when they change, because you can't change the maintenance fee, not dues, because they keep using the word dues. Don't
Yeah.
use that word
Well,
dues.
like I say, like I have a
It-
document to show.
Okay, is maintenance fee, because
Maintenance,
there's a
yes.
difference legally from an accounting standpoint.
Yes.
When you talk, dues are a social,
Yes, sorry.
okay, thing, okay?
Yeah.
Maintenance fee is for you to pay the cost to maintain the road.
Yes.
So we don't want to use that road. This is not a social club.
Yeah.
This is a homeowners association, and the fees that you're paying are maintenance fees, not due.
Yes.
I think in the
We don't-
bylaws it says dues, but anyway, it's wrong. I
It's
agree with that.
maybe we translate
Yeah.
it wrongly. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
But the fact is, because what I see, because I read the bylaws, and the way, and I don't know how it is here, probably you can tell me. Okay, in the States, when we set up a corporation, we have what we call the Offices of Incorporation, which is similar to what you call here the rules of use. You set up this entity and you said, here's what governs, this is what it can do, okay? That's what's registered with the government and said, okay, this is, because right now I have an issue out of the state we're looking at, okay, what does the Articles of Incorporation says the company can do, okay? So the rules of use set out exactly what the HOA can do, okay?
Yes.
The bylaws is supposed to be a document that merely tells the officers, lay out the procedures. Okay, what are the responsibility? How are you gonna, and I mean the administrative process of following the rules of use, okay? So we cannot have a bylaws that contradict in the states.
That's it. This is
That
the word.
contradicts the rules of use, because
That's
the
it.
rules of use is a governing document.
Yes.
Okay, the bylaws is just a guide that tells you the procedures that you need to follow. But in terms of legal standing, the rules of use have legal standing, not the bylaws, because the bylaws cannot contradict the rules of use.
That's it. In that
Okay.
one for 2008,
Uh,
contradict
Yeah, and
what
it
was in
does, right,
2014
and this is
in
what
our
I'm saying,
bylaw.
Yeah.
the rules, the bylaws contradicts the rules of use,
Yes. Totally.
okay? So that's why I'm saying whoever draft that stuff don't know what the hell they were doing, because you cannot, so that bylaw
Yes.
technical.
What's that with the rule with the bylaw?
Okay,
Our bylaw, I'm telling you again, is like the Rotary Club, the Lion Club.
well,
It's the same law.
you say, yeah, but.
Yeah, it's the same law. It's a group of people who get together
Yeah.
in one principal thinking.
Yeah,
In this
Yeah.
in case, it's maintenance or
Yeah.
whatever you guys want.
yeah,
And then I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you tell me to do an HOA of a Rotary Club, new Rotary Club in Panama,
Right.
whatever you give me, I'm gonna reject it. I'm gonna say, no, I can use this.
No.
I'm gonna use the example from the Minister of Government.
right,
It's their way.
because you have to conform to.
Yes, it's all the details that are there.
Right.
And then I was gonna modify his names, I'm gonna modify years,
Yeah.
dates, whatever.
Yeah,
And then when I have everything together,
okay.
I will bring that to Panama City to the Minister of Government, and they look at and they have on a 4 pages control
Right, right.
Of-
So they review it to
and
make
review
sure
it,
you come
to review it. Like
That's
number
it.
one, the names is every
Yeah,
is no other names, it's similar, whatever. They're gonna go the board, the why they get together,
Yeah.
and everything is set. How to make the assembly, how
Yeah.
to make the calling, how how the board supposed to get meeting, how
Yeah.
many people that are meeting
Yeah.
in those board meeting.
Yeah.
Which is the
President,
no, what the president's supposed to do,
right,
the treasurer, the secretary,
Secretary,
everything
yeah.
has to be set like they tell.
like what they have, so they have a guideline
Yeah,
that
totally,
you have to follow.
totally,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, so
If something missing there, they will find out and
and
they
they
will
reject
reject.
it, right.
And then this what I meaning
Okay.
is spending more money.
Yeah, because
And
it's-
even that, when I started in 2020 in Valle Escondido, the first assignment was to change the bylaw.
yeah,
When I have all them sitting with me, I told them, because they came with a new bylaw, this is
Yeah.
what we want.
yeah,
No,
Yeah.
I can make it.
No. Because you have
If
to
you
look
could
at-
find a lawyer who's gonna say yes, I will do it.
yeah.
But you're gonna spend money like crazy, and
Yeah.
they're gonna come back. He's gonna go back to Panama City, and they will be rejected.
Right. It's not
Totally.
right.
And then they cheat each other. They in that moment, like they let themselves be guided,
Yeah.
and they say, no, we don't wanna do this.
Yeah.
In Los Molinos, they tried to do it, and was the members,
Yeah.
the assembly
Okay.
didn't want to change it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. As I hear you, and I know exactly what you're talking about, because in the state, for example, when we draft up an articles of incorporation,
Yeah.
we have to send it to the Department of State, Corporation Department. They review it, and if it's not structured and have certain languages,
Yes.
it doesn't get approved. You can't file
Yeah,
it.
totally
Okay?
the same thing.
The same thing with the bylaws that govern. They have the standard boilerplate bylaws that says, okay, if you have this kind of entity, here's a guide for the bylaws. You can change the name. There are certain things you can you can substitute, but the substance of that's also part of that. Okay.
Yeah, we have to follow.
So I understand what you're saying. So what you're saying now, so then the next question then is when you look at our bylaws, okay, how does it conform? Does it meet the requirements of the standard that is set by the Minister of Government?
Well, we have to understand what's in 2014.
Okay.
They have been changing a lot.
Okay.
Right now, they don't complete with the standards.
Okay.
Right now, what we have
Right.
doesn't complete with the standard, because one of the standard right now is all the members, all the lots, they have the same rights.
Yeah.
It's not because the promoter, okay, if the promoter have, let's say it's 100 lots, if the
Yeah.
promoter has 60 lots,
Right.
he's gonna have more power because he has the votes.
The vote. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but he has to pay dues like anybody.
Like everybody. Okay.
It's not because he's created,
Yeah. It doesn't
he will
have
not be, because in
it-
the
there's no
bylaws,
exception, right.
who how to say that, who was created before 2000,
No.
the owners or the developer,
Yeah.
they say they will not pay
Okay.
until they transfer.
Okay.
But if they have rights to vote,
Yeah.
they have right in the to pay
To pay the
maintenance.
because if you don't pay the maintenance fee, you can't vote.
Yeah,
Okay, because what gives you the right to vote is by paying the fee.
That's
If you
it.
don't pay the due, then you can't
and then
vote.
these are the things that the Minister of Government having a structure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say everybody has the same rights.
yeah,
Everybody's protected by the Constitution.
Yeah.
If you want vote,
Yeah.
you have to pay.
right. If you don't want to pay, you don't pay, you can't vote. Right.
Yeah.
No. So the question then, which is a very important question. Okay, this thing bylaws was registered in 2014.
Yes.
Can you go back and look to see what the rules were in 2014 and to see whether or not that bylaws meet those requirements when it was filed in 2014?
Yes, in 2004, they meet the requirement in that moment.
Okay.
But today, they're
Yeah,
totally.
but I know, but I'm saying because we have an ongoing my question on the table is that okay, if at the time the bylaws was filed, if it meet the requirement, the standards established by the minister, okay, then it's good. And we can, in order to change that now today, would have to go through a whole different process, okay?
Yeah.
But if it meets, but bottom line, if it did not meet the standards in 2014, then it's no good.
They meet in that moment. They
Okay?
meet the standard of that moment. Yeah,
It did,
they did.
okay? You look at it,
Yes.
okay?
Because listen, I've been seeing other bylaws more crappy. So that's what So in that moment they meet because in that moment was more flexible. They didn't put so much attention what the Minister of Government was doing.
Yeah.
But right now I am really
Okay.
pleased what they're doing.
Okay.
Because that is let's tell you that 4 pages of checklist
Yeah.
is really good for me like a lawyer to
You have
work.
to follow, yeah,
Yeah.
because it gives you some guide. Now,
Yeah.
then having said that, so right now, what you're saying that we are governed by the bylaws that is
In 2014.
that is filed.
Yes.
Okay, and that's okay, so good. So right now, it says that, the bylaw says 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, as opposed to what the rules of use says. It's really contradicted, but what you're saying, we're locked into that because that was what was filed.
Yes.
Even though the rules of use says different,
Yes.
even though it contradicts the rules of use.
Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying to me that you can file a bylaw, so that contradicts, you set up a governing, because the governing thing is not because the bylaws is saying, okay, here's an entity, here's what the entity can do. The bylaws are just setting out rules, who does what in terms of the officers, how do you administer the duties of this company based upon the rules of use, okay? Now, if the bylaws then contradicts the rules of use, which documents prevail? Which one are
We suppose use the 2014 bylaw. That's it.
okay?
Yeah, so we have to stick to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Unless
like
we
I say,
change it.
or we change it.
Okay.
But like I say again, if you used to do whatever it says that 2008, continue to do it.
Okay.
But the problem is one day somebody gonna sue that
Yeah. And says what?
and say like we are not using the 2014 bylaw.
Okay.
We use
They could sue or just, would they go in and change it?
No.
Hey,
Who is this guy here? This is an imposter.
I was waiting, like at breakfast or something.
Oh, yeah. So you guys have the meeting in the afternoon, but
No, we're not talking about anything that you can't hear. You're not part of the meeting. But we're not talking about anything that you can't hear. You're the manager.
yeah, okay, I just
It's good to see you.
Right, so you don't need to right, Ray?
Yep.
Right, we're not talking about anything adverse to Edwin. We're talking about stuff that you should know. Okay,
Okay.
we're talking about legal stuff beyond your scope of responsibility, but nevertheless, you can still, you can still have ears,
yeah,
Okay.
I have 15.
Yeah.
I was filling this out. You could fill out the right numbers for me on that. Those are the people that owe us.
Okay, what?
Some of them, I was filling out the amounts.
Yeah. Well,
And the ones for Angela and him, that's wrong. I think it's 21 or something.
yeah.
You have to add it up.
But, so let's get back on track here because I wanna keep this meeting moving.
Yeah.
So Martin not here all day. Okay, so what we are saying, Martin, what we have just concluded then is okay. Right now we have the rules of use 2008. Okay, we have the bylaws that was filed in 2014.
Yes.
The bylaws that was filed in 2004. We know for a fact that it contradicts the rules of use.
Yes.
However, we are stuck with following the bylaws, not the rules of use. That's what you're saying to us?
Yes. But like I say, that is if the assembly of members,
Yeah.
General Assembly, they decide this, they decide no, it's impossible. Because whatever is decide there, let's say that we decide you're gonna be for 3 years
Right,
and the other one for 2 years,
right,
and like what they say, the rules and use,
right.
when I fill that in Registro Público, they will be rejected because
Okay.
they will use the 2014 bylaw.
Okay,
In the 2014 say a year, that's it.
okay. So if you put that, okay, here, because they're gonna look at that document and see what it says. We said 3, okay, so we stuck with the bylaws. We literally would have to change the bylaws. And you can't change it because
I
the
will,
bylaws conforms to the minister document.
and then we have to submit it to the Minister of Government.
Yeah.
And my advice is leave it like
leave
this.
it alone because it doesn't work that. Okay. Okay. No, let's
Why,
uh,
Patrick? Why? One of the new rules,
Yeah.
the Minister of Government says any member could renounce, be part of the membership
yeah.
of the HOA,
Okay.
and then we
But-
can stop him to go to his property.
All right.
What he's not gonna enjoy is somebody open. He has to go. Let's say he stop to his car, open the gate, go inside,
Okay.
and close it. This kind of things like that. Let's say we have an
So we're talking Q3, we can't stop him personally from coming in, using this road, but we can make him come down and let his own guests in.
Yes, with
And-
the guests, you could stop them.
Yeah, or we
If
can
you-
stop guests.
No.
Yeah, you could tell them, you could go inside to look to their house, let's
Yeah.
say, but you have to leave the car outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they are guests. It's no.
So we can't take their vehicle in?
No.
What about materials? If somebody's doing work in their house, can we stop the materials from coming in?
Yeah.
We can turn the truck away, just say,
Yeah.
no, you can't come in.
Yeah,
Because that's what we're gonna start next week
Okay, because one of the
with
things,
other.
But okay, these are the things. First, you have to protect yourself like a board, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody could sue you. Let's say the president is acting with a
Well,
is-
authority.
authority or for overpower,
Right, yeah, okay.
and then if they sue you, you have to put your lawyer, whatever,
Yeah.
and then my best advice is put all those things in the general assembly. We put
Okay.
in knowledge to everybody.
Yeah.
And then if the majority of the members say, because the way is, if I pay, why he doesn't pay,
Yeah.
So if you want to continue to have this place nicely and the security or whatever, whatever who pay, suppose say, yeah, it's true. If the other one doesn't want to pay, we don't gonna let them, the trucks, the friends, whatever, go inside. In that we vote like a general assembly is the maximum power of this HOA. In that moment, like you guys.
So a general assembly is it, we can't do it by email, informing them all.
Informing about.
No, well, what happened,
voting.
the way the process works, right, is that you have to put this as an item at the General Assembly meeting to be voted upon.
Oh, okay, all
Okay.
right. So
Once it's voted upon and it gets passed, then yes, the board can
Yeah,
enforce it.
okay,
that's
I
what
got
they're
it,
saying,
yeah,
okay?
gotta be voted on,
Okay,
Okay.
you could do it now.
yeah,
Mhm.
but
you
you
put
could
it-
be yourself in
You
a
could be,
situation.
Yes.
you could be sued for
Yeah.
blocking
Yeah.
access.
Because
on-
right away they're gonna defend, like anybody, like that wasn't part of that general assembly, we didn't vote about it, and then you're gonna have problems. It's
Yeah.
better,
But-
protect yourself first.
Yeah,
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 I agree,
But,
yeah.
but let me ask you a question though, because I hear you and I don't hear you. Okay, the board is put in place. Okay, there are certain rules where it says, okay, everybody have to pay the dues. Okay,
Yes,
if you don't pay your dues, you don't have access. You can have access to individual, but no guests.
no
That's the
guess.
standard stuff. We don't need general assembly because that is part of. parcel.
It's not, it is not the way you supposed to explain. Anybody who have a property
Mhm.
have allowed to go to his property.
Right.
Whatever is no owner, they are not allowed.
Right.
It's no guest, no nothing, no,
Material number, period, only the owner. If
only
you
the
don't
owner,
pay,
if you don't pay.
the only person that, so the HOA has the authority, the power to say, okay, if you did not pay, the only person who can go to your property is you.
Yeah,
You can't
you.
block it.
Let's
Nobody else.
let's say a realtor come
Okay,
to show the house because they want to get away from it.
okay,
Park your car there. If the person comes to pick you up, this is your problem.
yeah, okay. We can't stop that. So if they wanna come down and take the cars that come in my car and drive them down, it's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay, but they can't take their vehicle in, we
Yeah,
can stop
okay.
them from, the
Yeah.
guests
Yeah,
their guests
But-
can.
can't
Yeah.
take their vehicle in.
No,
Now, even with the realtors, if now let's talking vacant lots.
Mhm.
And they're owing us. Now, can we stop a sign going up on that land?
well, if the sign is inside the land, right?
No.
No, they
No,
could do
no,
whatever.
no, no,
But
On their
you
lot.
could-
no.
Okay, let's say a realtor comes. Hey, I want to sell the lot Q10.
No,
Q10 is to $4,000.
Right.
So you can go in. How come? They are in bad dues,
yeah,
and the other person who could go there is the owner.
yeah.
You are not allowed to go inside.
Okay, that's
And-
what I wanted.
And then the one of the things, and then how we are liars. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to that lot and that lot and that lot. Where's the authorization from all the other lots?
Yeah, okay,
These are the things, we could play because they're gonna play with us too.
yeah. Well, most of them don't own that many lots, so the realtor, being most of them are away. They're not gonna, I don't think they'll try to fight us, You know what I mean? I think
Yes.
they back away.
Yeah, they're gonna try the owner
Yeah. Let
come
the owner
here,
know.
pay,
Yeah.
and be in good standing
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
they start to show the property.
Because if they get down here to this point and they get a situation at the gate, confrontation, not confrontation, but having to answer questions, me and check, it's gonna be uncomfortable and not even look good with any of their clients that they're bringing in.
One thing we'll go ahead before that happens. We could send letters to Casa Solution inside
Yeah.
Panama, and the home search right now is a new one there in
Yeah.
Boquete. And we
Yeah.
could tell them if a lot is no, because we can't tell them, like who lots.
No, that's
owners.
right. If it's not
It's a
standing,
General
We don't
statement.
gonna let you go inside, and
Right.
they're gonna push those lots to pay before it would be
Before
good
they-
standing.
exactly.
They're gonna say in the contract, we have to have
Yeah.
good standing before signing.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so what we could do then is have more, send them a letter, say effective such and such a day. We're putting you on notice, okay? That if you're, listing lots in bucket and this,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
The owners must be in good standing in order for you to have access to the lot,
Yep, that's right.
okay?
The same with the realtors.
Yeah, with the right,
Yeah.
send them a black.
And being the realtors actually have to, that they have, actually, the homeowner has to notify our gate attendant that there's realtor coming.
Yeah.
They just can't show up and come in
Well,
wherever they
but one
want.
of the things that we're trying to do right now, okay, which is important, and Edwin is here listening to that. Eric at the gate, the whole thing comes down to that gate control. Is
That's right.
key, okay? Because when somebody coming in for Eric to let them in, Eric must be notified by the owner, said, listen, I have such and such, I have a guest coming, here's the name. When they come, could you let them in? If Eric doesn't have that name and that person show up here, you don't let them in,
That's right.
okay?
Yep.
Because what they used to do before, the attendant used to get on the phone and call
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
and
No.
says, okay, listen, no, because it's too much work for him to
That's right.
call to find out if you're there on the overseen. So
Yeah.
if the name is not given
There.
to
Yeah.
the attendant there, you don't get in.
Now, see, all this information was given to the people on the last meeting.
Okay.
They were told, Eric doesn't do your work for you.
Okay. So we have to then put a set of rules for Eric, so Eric understands that,
Yeah.
okay, if when people are coming in, okay, because owners have the sticker, so he doesn't have to bother with that, have the sticker, okay? But anybody who doesn't have a sticker coming in,
Yeah.
okay, their name has to be on the list. If their name not on the list, if they don't have a sticker, they don't get in.
That's right. Edwin, now that I think about it, did you order the new stickers?
He's gonna send me a sample today.
Good.
When I pick up this today,
Yeah.
I give the other one, the
So
size that you want, and another, you want red on top.
Yeah.
He's gonna send the sample so we can
Good.
correct anything.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so Martin, you're here on Edwin is here, okay, so what I want to do is to put a new set of rules to Eric.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I said, okay, Eric, if the person have a sticker, then they're going, you don't have to let them in or whatever
Yeah.
it is, okay?
Mhm.
If they don't have a sticker
Yeah.
and the name is not, you don't have that name on that list to let them in, you do not let them in.
Yeah.
I don't care whether they have materials or whatever.
No, they don't get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. No, that's one set of stuff. No, that's all Eric can do. No, let's get back to this whole issue about the people who doesn't pay their dues. Okay. The people who doesn't pay their dues, we have to come up with a list, and that's what we're doing now. Okay. And we can say, for example, the folks that are building here. Okay. Martin, you can tell me if we're wrong. Okay. So you have somebody building a house. They're behind on the maintenance fee, not due. Because remember now,
Yeah.
get rid of that word due.
Mhm.
Okay? This is maintenance fee. They didn't pay, they're behind on the maintenance fee, okay? We can refuse to let the delivery in.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Correct?
So I look at something from you guys. Repeat me, please.
Oh,
Sorry, repeat them.
okay. I'm saying, okay, if we have a owner
Yeah,
who's building a house
yes,
and the owner is behind on his dues,
Yes.
okay? And he has a delivery truck coming in to deliver material. We can refuse to let that delivery truck in.
yes,
Okay?
yes.
Okay? If the owner come down and drive the truck in himself, then that's a different thing. Okay, we can't stop that. Well,
Well, these are the things, like what happened right now. Any of those owners, they have a permit, like municipality permit, they don't have anything else. They're working a lot,
yeah.
like a cowboy, you know.
Yeah, like cowboy. Yeah, yeah. They don't have no permit. So one of the thing is that they're supposed to require.
Okay,
And
but these are the things, we suppose sending a notice first to
Right.
everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
If you are not in good standing, we don't want to let you trucks. If it
Yeah.
good standing and the working permit.
Yeah.
What you said, we'll never repeat to anyone. Yeah, everyone,
Boy,
right here.
Eric, right?
Eric's waiting for you. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So that's why we notify them, and that's why, Martin, we're at this stage now where,
I try to send some emails to you guys.
yeah, okay, Yeah.
For that, I trying to send some emails. I was telling my assistant to send the email, okay?
yeah,
Because I want you read this law of the easements
okay,
and the right of way.
right that way, so,
Yes.
okay,
I want you see that.
okay,
And then that is one of the things we suppose send it to all the owners too.
okay,
Because even that is not our duty to
Okay.
tell anybody how to act or to behave in Panama.
yeah,
It's their own duty.
yeah,
But you like a board,
Yeah.
you put in knowledge
Yeah.
because what that guy is saying, nobody told me,
yeah.
But
yeah.
like it's not our duty.
It's not our duty to tell him, yeah,
No,
yeah,
he has to for that. He has
Yeah.
lawyers for
Yeah.
have his
yeah.
his
The
builder,
permit that
whatever.
yeah, they're supposed to do. We don't have to tell you anything. You come to a community. There's a rules that governs,
Yeah,
and you have a duty to go get it. You cannot make that an excuse because what they're talking about is pleading ignorance, and ignorance is never an excuse to the law.
yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Now, so what Martin is saying, Edwin, Raymond is we need to send out notices to these folks. Letting them know, okay?
Like the ones, all the lots,
Building,
yeah. That are building, you mean?
okay, and also we need to send out to all the folks that owe. In addition to the collection
Yes,
letter, okay, so here's me asking you,
I understand.
okay, so in addition to the collection letter, we have already sent them collection.
We're
notices.
sending out to let them know the changes at the gate and we're gonna enforce them.
No, okay. What we're doing here, Martin, we have already sent out the initial collection letters like we sent to these folks here,
Mhm.
okay? So you're behind on the dues, okay, now. The next step then is for you to get, because we did the initial 30-day they haven't responded, and we told them that after 30 days, if you don't respond, okay, we're gonna turn it over to the lawyer.
So all those layers have been reported.
Right.
They didn't respond.
Not respond. So few page, we will tell you, and that's why we have this list here to tell you. So what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna ask Edwin to send, okay? So what we really need to do is to say, hey, Mark, because I think we sent you this, but it's not conclusive, it's just partial.
Yeah.
You need a list like this. This is what I came up with, okay?
Mhm.
Here's the lot number. Here's that, okay, so on and so forth. This is when we send out the initial letter,
Mhm.
notice, demand, and this is telling you that they have not responded,
Okay.
okay?
I
So
got it.
all those that over here that have to respond, okay, then those are the ones that we're turning over to you for you to do the next step.
Okay. Okay, about that, I got
So you seen red here, Martin, no response, none of
No
those respond,
Oh man.
okay?
So those in green they pay something.
Yeah, they pay, right,
Oh,
so those you don't need to do anything on.
okay, they're
Okay.
trying to do something with you guys.
Okay, so once you see we send you the notice,
Yes.
that means you need to follow through,
Okay,
okay?
good.
Because if we don't send it to you, then you don't do anything because it means that we get paid. So what we're doing here, we're maintaining a list who we sent to, when was we send it, we didn't get any response, and when we send you the notice to let you know that these people do not respond, therefore you need to take legal action.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I say, I have to put, let's say, I have to put in knowledge because it's at least 300,000.
Yeah. Outstanding, you mean?
Yeah. Well, could be 25%. That means we're gonna need at least 75,000 for this.
Yeah. Well,
For the bonds.
yeah, for the bonds, right?
Okay.
But
When first I send out letters,
right, okay,
be strong,
right.
and then is no answer, we're gonna need this kind of money.
Okay, so what we're gonna do then? Well, you first send a letter. I think the way we're gonna approach it, you first send a letter to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Once you don't get any response, we're gonna have a meeting and say, okay, guys, these people we didn't get a response from. Who you want us to get a bond out? Because there's some of them getting the bond is just as a wild goose chase, okay? But those that, so what we're gonna do is prioritize. We're gonna choose from the list and said, okay, these we wanna go after and get a bond.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we have to have that money set aside for the
yeah.
bond, okay? So we can only go after those that because I think the first thing to go after first are those with the houses.
The ones with the most money,
Yeah.
like that one,
Well,
24,000.
well, the house, they have
Well, that's
on
a
the
house.
property, okay?
And a house and a lot,
Yeah.
and they're making money off it here all the time.
Right, okay, so what we have to do then, we have to come up, so the process is then, Martin. Initially, we're gonna send you the list, you're gonna send your letter out, period, to everybody.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm the attorney, you've been notified, you have not responded, however, we're gonna give you can determine whether you wanna give them 30 days, if I don't hear from you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna commence legal action. Okay?
Mhm. No, I want you to see guys something.
All right. This is our, all our members. Completely up here.
Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so
Okay, now I'll make sure Martin
you
gets
you
this.
keep saying members.
Yeah,
It's in Spanish, but I will explain. This is the judge. We came with one ruling
Right,
in November 11, 2025.
okay,
This case start in 2024 November. It's a
Right.
year.
right, yeah.
And
Okay.
then it says the process for fees
Okay,
who the HOF of Valle Escondido
yeah,
against white collar property
yeah,
and the lawyer
Yeah.
they pay with a judicial certificate to the Bank Nacional. They pay 13,462,
okay,
and then say in one auto they call that is like a resolution 19 from 2000
right.
for November in 2024.
Mhm,
The judge tell that was the amount of money who's supposed to pay,
mhm,
and they have a civil action, and they make appeal,
right, okay,
and then in 2020 and 2025 November
yeah,
they came back. The
Right.
meaning you know like you see how was it? I sued them
right,
in November last year in 2024.
right,
They appealed,
okay,
and it took a year that ruling came back.
right,
I win the appeal again,
right,
and they say they recognize, you know, like they recognize the lien I
Right.
put in their property,
right,
and then so the meaning the code he says when the person pay because they put the amount
right,
Mhm.
13,000,
mhm,
they say because the certificate of that amount
mhm,
in the favor of Valle Escondido,
right,
Where was it? Okay, it's here. And then the judge ordered
No.
to take the lien out because the payment was done.
Yeah, I'm very
And then-
satisfied, yeah.
And then I tell the bank to give me the bond. The bond was 2,923
Okay.
for 13,400.
Okay,
You
Mhm.
understand the amount?
okay,
Let's see how much is that.
so
So the meaning,
okay, so take 2923 divided by 13,000,
13,000,
what is it?
13,462,
462, okay,
and the bond was
2960,
29.
29, what is
Yeah,
it?
this is 100%, is
29,
29, 36. That one
23, okay, so what we do here, so,
is,
yeah, okay, so you have, okay, so clear this up. So 2963, is that what you have there? Divided by 13,000, what is it, 13,462? So the percentage is 22%,
so in this case, they put 22%.
right?
But this is the thing, the judge could go, he could go all the way to 30%.
Right, I'll say
But in this-
discretion, right?
This discussion,
Right,
it
right,
could go from 15 to 30.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it can go from 15 to 30. In this case, he did 22. So that's the limit.
Mhm.
So what we do somewhere in between, because generally the judge gonna go, say, let's say he can go, so we do 20%.
20 could do, usually 20%.
Yeah, said do 20% is a good,
And then
is
this,
a good check.
you see, it's 13,000 plus 2,000, 13,462 plus the bond's gonna come back.
Yeah,
Plus, they have to pay some money in the side
right,
because they came 2025. They
yeah,
had the back how do you know, interest and whatever. It's
Yeah.
10% monthly.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
for that goes so fast, so high.
Yeah.
And in the total was 22,000.
So the bond, we're saying we're likely gonna be paying 20%
20%.
Yeah.
on there, but
It's
that
not
we
paying,
get
it's
back.
putting,
Yeah, they're just putting
in
it on
this
hold.
case,
Yeah.
the judge is
John,
telling to the bank, give me back the money.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So basically, we're talking our 20% because we're just trying to set that
yeah.
up so we'll know what we're getting
Okay,
into.
Right,
Right,
because.
each one, we could be looking at 20%
Right,
every time we file a claim.
right,
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
we got it.
okay, so we got it, okay, so what we have to do then is to look at, okay, so let's go back to that, okay.
This is the thing. We could play 2-3.
Yeah.
And when the others see the things,
Well, that's what I mean, and that's why I like the big one here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like this one here.
yeah,
Let's
Don't
to
go
go
after
to-
everybody at the same
Yeah.
time, because
That's
it's
what
too
I
much.
mean.
it's too
So
much
just
money.
We
use
go
about-
after the big one,
I would
like
say,
this one here,
24, yeah.
all right, 24,000.
And
Right.
then if people who could reach real fast.
Well,
really
not
fast,
only
too.
this,
Yeah.
they're making a living here at the beach.
Yeah.
How come?
Because this house,
It's
uh,
renting?
that
So
she
you was a
bought,
business
they run
partner.
a business out of it. She does the building, the homes here. Her and her husband build the homes here.
she's a
Like,
builder.
and not only that, the whole house down there is a storage yard. They got an office in there and it's all storage materials, trucks and everything. I want to be able to shut her down from coming in the gate.
Angela what?
Angela is her name, and her husband is Luciano, and they've been operating here for 20 years.
So
and not paying
who is
any-
the property, so that it registered to, but so we have to go up.
It's registered to their company name, it's lot F1 and
Okay, so
F3.
here's what it registered to. F1,
Fundación Tres Rosas.
okay, and 3, okay?
Yeah.
That's where it registered, so that's who we have to sue.
And then, yes, and then that,
Like-
it's not because of foundation.
And they're still, not only are they making building homes here, they're doing maintenance work here and bringing in crews.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're getting away with it.
Yeah, well, the thing I said to you is that once you don't pay, regardless of what you're doing, that's what.
That's right, they're
Okay.
going after them.
All right,
Then we shut them
so
down.
the whole issue is about, so what we're saying here is a strategy, okay? We have a list of people who did not pay.
That's right.
There are some of them who live right here. We
Yeah.
know how to get to them because they're right here. Either
That's
live
right.
in the house or we have their address. There are
Yeah.
some.
Now, see, they don't live here in this house.
Yeah,
They just
But
use
the-
it as an office and storage. Right? They
Yeah,
don't live there
yeah.
on it. So basically, this is the way I see it for Eric over here, just to get it down to a certain point. There's only two places here that's allowed to bring materials in. And that's Gene down here, and
Right.
actually the new home going up, and then 4.
Right.
No one else has a permit or ask permission to bring anything in.
Right.
So any vehicle that shows up or anything, Eric can right now just say no, because I know you're not allowed to come in.
Yeah, you give him the list of who.
There's only 2.
Yeah, okay. So
That's allowed to come in right now.
yeah.
But after we do what Martin told us to do, we gotta have a town hall. Is it a town hall or a general
No,
assembly?
General Assembly.
We gotta have a general assembly and telling them and get their vote on that we can do all of this. Or tell them that's what we're gonna do.
okay,
No.
that sue these people is not needed.
No.
Yeah.
What I need is you guys protect yourself, and let's say if you're gonna start to stopping people going inside.
Yeah,
You notify
yeah.
them.
So
Notify
that's gotta be done by, we gotta know, tell them it's gonna happen on the general assembly.
Yes, because in that way, I tell you, you're protecting yourself like a.
All right, so that was my,
So what you're suggesting then, Martin, before you stop them at the gate, okay? And say you can't bring your materials in, okay? You're suggesting that we put it as one, put it on the agenda for the General Assembly meeting that is coming up for them to vote.
okay, this just come in, and this is from Claudio. Telling about his lots, and I'll let Martin read it, and he's gonna tell us what he's saying. That just,
No, these are for me.
oh, it's from you?
Yeah.
All right, let me see, where.
No,
what you-
because here say Camilio.
Okay, let me go back to see what.
This is the law you told me you wanted to have.
Yeah, number 3.
Okay, so let's get back on time.
Go ahead.
Here, okay? So Martin, let's come back over here, okay? So we got off well, one of the first things we talk about, okay, let me just do my list here. So we talk about what we have, well, we talk about, let me see. So we talk about, lot, 2-03 issue. Okay? So let's go back and recap, okay? One of the first things we talked to you, Martin, about, and we want to find out what we're gonna do about that, is the lot Q03 where they're claiming that, they belong to HOA1. Okay? What is what are we gonna do about that? Because HOA1, we were saying is that you have evidence there to show that you recognize that the HOA market and this exists, okay?
Yeah.
And therefore,
This is from.
This is the one he just got back to us since we sent him out about the voting, right? And this is him coming back, telling us those lots are not in, they're in a different. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
print that, can you print it? So what, where that coming from, right?
That's coming from Claudio, and that's because we were just actually, was it about our, the lots here, of course.
Yeah, those are the lots we're talking about, you need to void the filing, because you can't transfer them out of Barket and this.
So, but in the end, what he's saying, you like it, they are part of the Barqueta 1, you know?
Yeah, Barket one
His
is in the
new-
HOA,
His new HOA.
Yeah,
and you can't transfer the lots out of Barket and this into Barket one without unanimous
I'll see
consent.
if I can print this.
Yeah, see the print up there. Yeah.
and what is the boring about the Garita? So the meaning they don't want to know about it.
Paper in there.
Because they are part of the issue. This is what I want.
Yeah, that's what that's what they're saying. So,
So the meaning, like it is okay. So if no, you take your decisions, you put whatever you want in 24 hours if you guys want it,
Mhm.
and then and then like the day they want to pass, don't let them pass. I'm feeling crying.
Who was that? I missed it.
to
Claudio?
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
let him pass.
Yeah,
If he's part of the HOF,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
and look your road there.
Yeah,
Make
Then
your
why
own
don't
road.
we give him a letter telling him he doesn't have passage on our road anymore?
Right.
Okay, if you are part of other HOF, get your own road for
Right.
everything
Could you send
and
him
get
a-
away from
Could
here.
you send him a
Yeah.
letter? Okay.
And
Yeah.
tell him.
If you're claiming that you're not part of this bucket and they say you don't want to pay the dues, okay, then you will be denied access.
Yeah.
Well, but no, that doesn't put us in any, make us vulnerable to the fact of this, kind of accepting the fact that that we're okay with another HOA by just saying, okay, since
No,
you
no,
feel
what-
that way, go around.
Right, I see what he's saying, okay, because it's a two-step procedure here,
Yeah.
okay?
It's for you.
We're taking the position, number one, that those lots that you transfer into HOA one is illegal because you did not come to Barket and Nis
Yes.
Generally Assemble to get a vote. You didn't have a vote permission
No.
from Barket and Nis to transfer those lots to Barket and Nis one. And therefore, we're gonna void them. Void that transfer.
Yeah.
Can we file a document with them on wherever they do the transfer to void all those transfers?
Okay, we could file a lawsuit against that HOA
Okay,
because it was created illegal. Because like that farm is our farm,
Yeah.
this finger farm.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
So the truth, we have to sue to make illegally that Barqueta 1 HOA.
you have to sue them.
Yeah, to sue it. To the judge recognize this HOA like illegally
Yeah.
unavoidable.
Okay. Well, but here's what I'm saying, Martin, if you can hear me, out, okay? My position is that they can set up whatever HOA one, HOA two, or whatever it is. It's not really the entity, and they can set up
That's big.
whatever entity they
Yeah.
want to set up and they can register it. However, the assets, the lots that they transfer out of Barket Nis into HO one, that's the one that we want to avoid. Go to the judge and say, listen, you don't have any authority to transfer those lots. Those lots belong to the Barket and Nis development, and you did not have authority to transfer them out.
Okay, so but like the ground of this is the HOF, and when that came, all those lots they went there, So
But how do you get there? Well, you have to transfer them out of, because initially those lots were part of Barket and Nis.
yeah, but what they did is again, they did the rules on that farm again, this farm, and they say we have a new HOF, and these lots they are part of that HOF. Don't suppose. So what we have to attack is the HOF Barqueta 1.
Okay. Okay.
in one month. You know?
Right, okay, so that's one you said, so we have to sue Barket and East.
No, one.
One, Barket and East, one.
HOA one, isn't that what it's called?
Barqueta one, yeah, Barqueta one.
What's the legal name of that one had?
Here, it's there.
Oh, it's on there.
Barqueta.
You got it right here, Patrick.
I mean,
Yours is in English. I knew you didn't read Spanish.
Yeah,
They didn't print out properly.
yeah.
It didn't?
No,
No, it's Barqueta and doesn't go here.
yeah. One of rules, okay, so on and so forth, okay, Guardia, so on and so forth, Panamanian, okay, for sends and that email, okay, that's the location for, okay, what's the, but is that Barket and one?
Yeah.
What is the name?
Yeah, maybe you have to turn around the page when you print it.
and in Spanish, Asociación de Barqueta One.
One.
Yeah,
it's there, they
I'll
can-
try printing it again with the other and
Oh,
see.
yeah, so-
You were missing something in yours?
Yeah, a little things here.
Cut off? Okay, well, maybe it'll
Yeah,
print better in the right
same-
paper.
Same thing here too.
All right, I'll try to print both again. Is it? All right.
So this is the one down below. No, the one down below there is this is our bucket and it's the one down below.
What about it?
I'm looking at the name you have on the board.
All right, so there's the name.
Where is the name?
Let me see. Association.
Asociación.
Sit down
Right
there.
here?
Sit right there. Sit right there.
No, up.
Up.
Up?
What is the pointer? You see, where we need the pointer.
It's
Yeah.
coming. The
Here.
pointer's coming.
Yeah.
Right.
from here.
Okay,
Uh,
right there. This is the association.
And in Spanish-
Barqueta one. So he's just calling it Barqueta one.
Yeah, Asociación
Nothing to
Barqueta
do-
One.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
that's the legal name of it then.
Yeah.
He's not even giving us
About-
the legal name half the
So
time.
we okay, bucket of one. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That didn't print from there. I don't know why.
Okay.
We'll try it from here.
Okay, so
So then the email I sent to you guys.
Yeah. That's not on this one. This is a different one.
Okay.
This is I got with Annalisa here
okay.
and me.
Oh,
but
okay, so-
he'll have it.
Okay, so let's get back on tangent. I'll get back on point here. Okay, so the issue on the table, let's talk about this bucket and each one. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Association bucket of one. Association, so what we have here, let me do, two is ASS. Bucket of one, okay? So, one, talk to us about, so let's go back now, so the issue with the people who own 2-3 that are claiming that they belong to Barqueta one. And they are not part of Barqueta East, okay?
They are living there.
Yeah,
they
House
live-
there?
Yeah, and they have a guy coming every day to do work at the house,
We can stop that.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. You could stop it, and then
So put them on notice.
how much dues? I mean,
$4,200,
14.
For Q3?
4,000.
Oh, yeah. This is the one that he did pay us 1 year, but he didn't know about the money that was owed. We talked about it earlier.
Okay.
Well, here's what happened there though. Let's put it in the right perspective, okay? He's claiming that when he bought he paid us
Nothing.
2025, he paid the money. Claudia went to him and said, listen, you paid the wrong person, okay? You need to pay us. He came to us. This is the same guy who came to us and said, Claudia's telling me you guys have to return the money to me. I said, no, we're not. You live in the community. This is Barqueta. This property is in Barqueta East development. and that's who you pay the dues to, okay? So we kept the money,
Yeah, sure. Keep it.
okay? We kept it, we didn't give it back to them, okay?
Mhm.
Now, we now sent them a notice saying, okay, on this lot, their back dues are $4,200 that you did not, that is owing on this lot. And they're coming back to us and saying, no, Claudia told us that we are not part of Barketta East, we belong to Barketta 1. And we're not gonna pay it because we're not Barketta 1. Okay, now, by the same token, they go up and down this road every day. Every morning they have a guy, because they live right next to me, okay?
Mhm.
They have a guy coming every day to work at their place, okay? And they're claiming now that they're not gonna pay this $4,200, and I know when 26 comes, they're gonna come and tell us that they're not gonna pay it because they belong to Barketta 1. Okay?
Yes.
So the question is right now,
That's the best,
so
isn't it?
what we do, we send them a letter, okay, Martin, send them a letter saying, okay, if you're claiming that you belong to Barketta East, then you cannot use the access down here
Yeah.
to go to your house,
Yeah.
okay?
Tell Claudia to buy a chopper to go to your
Okay,
house.
yeah, okay, so you have to go back to Claudia, put them on notice and say effective on such and such, and then you let them know if that is your claim, then that's okay, and effective on such and such a day, we're gonna deny access going to your property, and you have to go to Claudia to get access to your property.
But should we word it that way, or is that
But
setting us up?
no, Martin will know what to say, I'm just giving him the general stuff,
All right.
okay? I know Martin will know what to say, I'm just
Well,
giving him the.
tell me, which is the name of of the lot?
It's Q3, Q03.
Q.
You have the name there, that letter, Edwin, that they sent us from Claudia. Print out that letter and give it to what they claim, okay? From Jurgen. Because I thought I had it. I know I have it here someplace, but it's buried. So print that out. Print 2 copies. Give me one and give
And it's there and it's in Spanish.
right, and give it to Martin. And what we want, because that needs to be addressed right away. Okay, that's a one-on-one situation, okay? That's how then we talk about HOA 1 in general, how we're gonna proceed with that. Okay? Because one of the questions that we have on the table, okay, in terms of spending the resources that we have, okay? The resources that we have, okay, is that one we can address one-on-one, okay? But then we should go back and focus on the common area transfer
Yeah,
and then the collection.
yeah.
And then, because the collection takes into account everything that you have overdue,
That's right.
okay? And then we can go back later and say, okay, because I think we should go to the General Assembly meeting with respect to HOA 1, not HOA, the Barketta East 1, okay? And said, guys, we have this issue. We have to transfer these property out, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna invite Martin to that General Assembly meeting to address that issue. What are the options that the Barketta East have? Okay? I think that's the best way to do that. Let Martin, because any question, okay, said we have this issue. This is a separate issue all apart, okay? Do we table it now? Or do we go after them? No. And it's gonna cost X amount of dollars to go down that road.
Yeah. Yeah.
You concur with me?
Yeah,
I
you,
mean,
you want to take it
not-
to the, you want to take it to the members.
For that Q litigation,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Take that to the General Assembly and let them, Martin is gonna come.
We can-
talk to them about that. What is illegal? What are the options?
The Q3.
What, well, not with Q3.
Oh,
Q3
all right, the transfer.
Because Q3s are, right now, we're gonna send a letter to Q3 and tell them,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
if you're claiming that you don't
Yeah,
belong here,
I got it.
okay?
Yeah.
Then you can't access this gate.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we're not, on effective such and such a date, we're gonna deny you access.
Yeah.
Okay?
mm-hmm.
we're gonna put them on notes. If your position is that you're not part of Barket and this HOA and you belong to Barket and
Yeah.
this, okay?
So we're
Then-
gonna send them a letter right away about
Right.
this,
Okay?
from you, is it, Martin?
To
Yeah?
these people.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, so we got that, all right,
So you concur, Martin?
okay.
But what I don't sure,
Okay.
yeah, you suppose don't be charging money who was part of the last owner of Claudio's in that time, you know. If Claudio didn't pay in transfer, we are like we're charging for nothing, you know. You got me? The meaning, you know, like before that was the responsibility of Claudio's company,
Right.
not
Yeah.
their company, not their company.
And if he didn't buy the company, the new owner, if he didn't buy the company, the judge
That's
will
fine,
rule
yeah.
in his favor
Yeah.
because it's a different identity.
Right,
That's it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So
However,
we have to sue Claudio if we want that money.
That's it.
okay, no, but come 2026, they don't pay the dues to Barket and this. What entrance do they use?
Oh, yeah, I got what you're saying,
Okay.
but we have
But
got,
no, let me hear Martin talk on this, okay? So we're saying, okay, put that under Claudia and sue the developer for all those back dues like anything else, okay? But these guys are living there now. They're living there. They're using this access every day, okay? What do we do? If they're claiming that they belong to Barket and it's HOA1, what do we do?
but there's something we have to
Okay,
tell them.
we could sue them for fees, but is if below for $10,000 is in the municipality court here,
Right.
and those just doesn't
Well,
happen.
All right,
no,
but
no, no,
there's-
no, I'm not going there. What I'm saying to you, I'm not, what I'm.
Is to put that in
Okay.
knowledge to the courtrooms, and the courtrooms they decide
Okay.
because they're gonna defend themselves right away. Hey, I am not part of this, and then we have to pull all the documents who say
Yeah.
you guys are part of Barqueta and Ice,
Yeah.
and then you have to pay a dues, and the judge will hold it right.
There's something we have to talk about here on this, and you and I were involved in a conversation with these people. And when we met with this guy, he told us he wanted to know join our HOA, right? He had no idea about the back dues. But he did know that he was confronted with Claudio and them about joining theirs. He came and sat with us, me and Patrick, and we told him this. We are the only ones, this HOA is the only one that's allowed. And if you have any problem with Claudio or them, this board will sue them, Claudio, on your behalf. And that's what we told him. So he didn't know about this, right? And I think if we went down to him, or even a letter from you saying, we are gonna go after that money owed, we're going after Claudio, but you have to continue being with our board, I think he will do that and it'll be ended.
No. So here's my position on it, because as you look at what their defense is, okay? They already tell you what their position is. It's in this letter, okay? And they're telling us that, okay, forget about our discussion because this letter comes after our meeting with them. It's not a matter that
I agree.
No, he is taking the position now that listen, I am not part of Barqueta Nice. I'm part of Barqueta Nice 1. And I'm not gonna pay you any dues.
I understand it, but I
Okay.
think he's only doing that because he don't feel he's responsible for these past dues, and he's basically saying to us,
Okay,
You-
so
you're reneged.
then what we do then? Okay, so the approach has to be then. He still has to be sent a letter. You have to put him on notice now, let him know that the only HOA you have to notify him that you are using the facility for Barqueta Nice.
I agree.
Your property is in Barqueta Nice. Okay, Martin. What?
Well, you
with
know,
that-
like it's logic, you know, like
Okay,
when you come in, you come by Barqueta 1.
okay.
What is Barqueta 1?
Okay.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
You know, you don't see where you're coming
Right,
in.
yeah.
But
And you do know that Barqueta Nice exists.
Yes.
That's the original.
And now with that,
Yeah,
I can
that,
picture when it
and
goes
that
inside.
is the original.
Yeah.
HOA,
Yeah.
and that is the only HOA that is recognized in this development.
Tell me something. Claudio been saying something about that?
No, not if,
No, but the thing is, I really
The
think,
owners here?
I really think if this guy heard the conversation that we are going after Claudio for the past dues, and we make him understand we can stop him from coming in the gate, but we want him to stay with our
No,
HOA.
not begging him anything. We forget about that. Here, Martin, what I want you to do, okay? The HOA position is that you send them a letter, let them know that the only HOA that is recognized under Miviat here, okay, is Barket and East. Their lot is part of Barket and East development, okay? Therefore, dues are to be paid to Barket and East, okay? If you're claiming that you belong to Barket and East 1, then you will not be able to gain access from using our facility, okay, to get access to your property. And let them make a decision what they want to do, okay? No, that's what's going on. Now, come 2026, okay, we're gonna send them the bill for the dues, okay? If they don't pay, then we sue them in the municipal court, and then they're gonna come back and say, okay, I'm not part of Barket and this. I'm Barket and this 1, and then we can go down that road, okay?
Well, that is for 2025.
For 25, right,
Okay.
for 2026. Okay?
2026.
Because they did, okay, for 2026.
So you're gonna send them a bill for 2026, including the 4,000 in the past? Yes or no?
Well, they are, yes,
All right, then,
yeah,
I would say no.
no, okay, well,
Just
just
the
send them the bill.
25, 26
Okay,
dues
okay, so,
or fees.
we're not forgiving it.
so Edwin,
Yeah.
you're in this, okay, so
Yeah.
what we do when we prepare the bill, then only send them the bill for 2026 dues,
Yes.
okay?
I agree.
2020, the 42, we will go after Claudio,
That's right.
the developer for that.
Okay.
And we have the time for do that.
However,
Yeah,
you are gonna send them a letter now notifying that I represent the HOA. We acknowledge receipt of your letter. However, here is the HOA bucket and its position. Okay? It's only one HOA that is recognized. Your lot is part of Barket and this is situated on originally part of Barket and its
Yeah,
development.
yeah.
Okay?
but I think we could really,
And you use, right now you're using the Barket and this roads and to gain access to your property. Okay?
Yeah.
However, if you insist that you're part of Barket and East 1, then you're gonna have to find a different access
yeah.
to get to your property.
I think it will be it will all work out by the way we're handling. But I mean, I would have no problem. I think it'd be a good thing if I went and told them face to face what we're thinking, and then your letter come in.
No, I don't want you to do that. No face to face, because when you do an attorney, we past that point, they notice already, okay? We're not pleading with them for anything, okay? This is how I want it handled. I want them, a letter goes to them. I'm not going up there, go any more discussion with them, okay? The issue is, they tell you what their position is, okay?
I know, but we took a position, and I don't feel we held up our bargain, and that's why they reacted the way they did. But anyway, this is it.
No.
If you want to do it that way, I really think it that way. But
No,
that's fine.
This is the way we're gonna do it, okay? I don't want you to go up there to them to go do any pleading or whatever the situation.
no, there's no pleading. It's actually just telling them, making sure they understand it
No, that's
on the
why
layman's terms.
that's why you put it in writing, because in
Right.
writing and legally, it has more weight. I don't have time for the back and forth.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it's back and forth. We're still gonna follow through with what he's doing. I'm thinking we could make it go away very quickly with the proper understanding.
So what are you?
All I'm saying is that we go up and basically just say to the man, basically like this, you're gonna get a letter from our lawyer that's gonna explain it out, the legal aspect of it. I'm not saying you don't do your job.
No, that's not how you do legal.
Yeah, I know, but let me finish here,
no.
because actually, we met with this guy and we told him that we would protect him. All right, now he had a bill that showed up that he didn't know about, we didn't know about, it was hidden by Claudio on there.
But the thing is,
He reacted because he got this bill and we told him we were gonna sue him for it.
Well, he went to Claudio. Claudio
Yeah,
talked to him. No, you don't.
no,
It's the way you clean your hands. You know?
Yeah.
but anyway, I agree with what we're doing. If he doesn't want anyone to talk to him,
No,
we'll
I
follow
don't
through
know
and see.
anybody-
We'll follow through and see what happens.
Okay. I don't want anybody to talk to him. We want to do it this way. Okay. Because they have already gone to Claudio. We know
Yeah,
what is
it's the
gonna-
only way.
So going up there to talk to him, you're wasting your time because he's gonna send you back to Claudio, okay? We do the letter from the attorney, put him on notice formally, okay? That there's an access issue, okay? There's a legal issue with respect to access. And if you're claiming that you don't belong to that, then here's the situation. That's what I want on it. Going up there to talk to them and no, that's not the way to handle that.
All right, so anyway,
Doing his way.
well, let me have this too. Now, say, right now, we send out the notice to him that he owes this money. Next year, we're sending out a statement not showing that money owed, right?
No, we're not sending him the notice. No, we sent him the notice already. Here's what happened with sequence of events. We sent him the invoice.
That's
He
right.
says he doesn't owe it. Here is his defense.
I understand
So
that.
now we send him a letter from the attorney saying,
Yes.
okay,
Yes,
that is incorrect because you're part of our.
I got that.
Okay.
That's not what I was.
However-
That's not what I was getting to.
Okay, well, what are you getting?
What I'm getting to is we're gonna send them actually a statement in 2026, and it's not gonna show the $4,000. Right?
This gonna be.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna ask him for his dues. Why don't we send him an early statement for that, showing where we are without getting into anything? It's not gonna show the 4,000 on there, it's gonna show he owes the dues for next year, and that's it.
No, it's two different issues. You have to get.
Do you know what I mean? I'm
No,
only
no,
trying
no.
to get the guy to get on board with us. He knows that we're not coming after him for the money.
No. I don't think. No.
Because he's still gonna think in 2026, he's gonna get a letter from you, but it's really not giving him any comfort whatsoever. If he's seeing that we're not coming after him for this money,
Ray,
he's gonna join us and continue on.
Ray, we met with the guy.
I know,
Okay,
but we
okay,
missed,
okay, no,
we were wrong.
Listen, no, what do you mean we're wrong? Okay.
We weren't wrong, but he didn't know about the money and we didn't know.
How do
about
you
the
know
money.
that he didn't know about it?
I don't believe that he did.
But if they do their due diligence, okay, because if you're gonna buy a property.
Claudio was not
No,
the
no,
night,
no.
he was buying off of Claudio.
Well,
You know what they're like.
But you're assuming.
I believe Claudio is lying to everybody who comes
Yeah.
inside here.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy, the way we held it in that, I don't think he is that type of person. He came to us. And we told him we would protect him. This showed up later. We can go after Claudio for it because I know he's a dirty, that they've actually done this. And I want the guy to actually feel that that we're being honest here. Right? Yeah, I think he would actually, I'm not saying that you don't follow through in your job. I'm saying give him a heads up that we're there and we believe him and we're not going to carry it on. We're going after these guys for the money and that's what we promised to do.
Mhm.
We said if they come after you, we'll go after them on your behalf. That is the same thing. This is a passing. They come after him. Basically, we come after him for money, but we should have went after Claudio, in my opinion. Because he was a developer and it's a whole different ballgame. It's all hidden. Where could this guy ever find this money being owed through Claudio and that developer? There's nowhere to find it.
No.
And I just want the guy to feel comfortable we're on their side. We don't need to take on such a large fight and we could have them on our side just like that. And we got someone else who's paying and who's happy.
Tell me something, those lots who Claudio is selling, like this one, was a realtor was involved in that?
No, he
Was
relocated
directly-
right off of Claudio,
Okay.
and we know how he could hide it.
But Ray, do you know that for a fact that?
You know what?
Because you don't know.
Of course I don't, but the thing is,
So
I'm
how
gonna,
can you sit here and then make that statement that, yes, you have a realtor, you're talking out of two mouths, okay? You said, okay, you don't know what he did, okay?
I really don't think we need to carry on something that could be dealt
Yeah,
with very easily. This guy got no animosity against us, and I think he just wants to get on with his life. And we follow through and what I think he believes we said we'd do, and we'd protect him. And I think by showing this, it would end.
Okay, Ray.
And that's all that should matter.
Okay, Ray.
That's all that should
Okay,
matter.
so Ray, what's the process? How do we handle this? What's your suggestion?
Well, what I'm suggesting is actually create his new statement for 2026, get it to him, so he sees that we're not saying we're forgiving anything. We're just sending him a new statement for 2026, and this is all you owe. Then we go after Claudio for it. And we could CC him, showing that we are suing Claudio for this money. And I think we'd have him on our side.
No, there's an exit, there's a bigger picture than what you're talking about, right? Okay, and they have to be put on notice because that we're not gonna be jerked around, okay? The bigger picture here, they have to be put on notice that, okay, they have to be put on notice, forget about that, okay? It's only one HOA
I agree. I
in
know
the
what you're saying.
development, okay?
Yeah.
They have to be told that,
Yep.
okay?
Yep.
Because he's taking a different position. So we have to counter this and say, okay, this is not correct. It's only one HOA, okay?
Yeah,
Okay? And you paid your dues to
I
the
agree.
one HOA, okay?
He's gonna do that.
Okay,
And
however,
with your letter and what I'm talking about, it would end it.
okay.
That's all I'm saying. We're not saying not address this. He's still gonna address it. But what I'm talking about is this it's giving him comfort that we're saying both of them going in there will show exactly that.
No, I don't want it that way. The way we're gonna do, send a letter, okay, letting them know that we received this, we're gonna respond to this. That's a whole separate issue.
Okay,
Let's see what he has to say when he received that letter from you,
okay,
and then we go from there.
okay, we'll
One
send it to
step,
you guys
right,
first
Right,
to approve it.
Yeah.
And then I will send it to the
Okay.
first.
that's what you do, okay? We respond to this first, and then we go from there, because we send him the bill, we don't get to 2026 yet. We haven't got to that stage yet, okay? When, depends on how we respond to this, then because he will either know that, okay, I'm really belonging, I'm using, because what we want to do is to put him on notice, the access that you're using to get to your house. You can't play ignorant because all they're doing is playing ignorant because he met with us and we told him already, okay? The game that he's playing, okay, the access you use to get to your house is through Barket and Nice, okay?
Mhm.
That's who you pay, okay? So you have to make a decision, which HOA do you belong to? We're taking the position that you belong to Barket and Nice, okay? That's the HOA that you pay your maintenance to, okay? Now, if he's gonna play, no, I'm not Barket, I'm part of Barket and Nice, okay? Then we go back to him and say, well, if you're part of Barket and this one, then we're gonna deny your access. You can't use this facility, okay? Because that will set up the stage whether or not we send him a bill for 2026 or we don't send him a bill. Okay? Because if he's gonna hop on this bandwagon that he is 2020, is Barket and this one, there's no point in sending him 2026 bill from Barket and East because he already stated his position.
But isn't that harmful to us? Almost admitting that we're recognizing another HOA
No,
when you're basically, no, but you said don't send them any bill, no statement. You're not going after any more money the next year. To me, that's accepting it, that there's another one.
Well,
No,
we're
no.
not accepting, we're accepting, in the moment we're accepting is not him who owed that money, is Claudio by his company.
yeah.
Yeah,
We are not recognizing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're still gonna send him a statement that he's still, for, our HOA.
Subsequent,
Yeah.
All right, that didn't sound right with the way you said it, but anyway, we're still sending them a statement next year.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's just not gonna have the 4,000 on it.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. It's the same thing. It's just that he's not getting a heads up on it, but he's gonna react, and I agree with him. I would react negative on this without knowing about the other.
Okay.
That's my opinion. He's gonna act very negative on it.
well, the thing is, he sent you a response, okay?
And I understand why
you have to address the response, you cannot
Yeah.
ignore it,
and we're not gonna ignore it. He was still gonna write a letter.
okay? So I don't want you to go up there to talk to him about
I
it,
wouldn't do that.
okay?
I wouldn't do that.
We're acting through the attorney,
Yep.
because he didn't come back to us and said, guys, I got this, let's talk about it or whatever it is. He just emailed us this, period.
Yeah. But if he had to come back earlier, we wouldn't have had time to think it out the way we're thinking it up now. Right?
Yeah.
I know that. Right? Now, the way I'm looking at it, I just feel it could go away. I'm not saying like what we're doing now, fine. I just wish we could give him a heads up for the next year. And then you'd know where we're at.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll carry on with what he said, and hopefully I'm wrong in his attitude when he gets the letter.
Well,
If I was him and I got this, it would be negative. That's all,
negative about what?
I would actually I would stick with my guns in the choice he already made.
But at the end of the day, it's to whose detriment? Okay, but let me ask you a question. Yeah, you're in this position and you take that position. What the hell is gonna happen? You think you're gonna come through this gate?
No, yeah, but I know what you're saying.
No, I'm asking you. Do you think you're gonna come through this gate? To whose detriment?
Well, you know what?
So you have to use common sense.
Being the way I am, I would make a deal with Claudio down there, or even Juan, and I'd be driving up around that fence with my 4-wheel drive.
Well, fine. That's fine. Well, listen, that's fine with me.
No,
Okay.
but I'm just saying.
Okay, no, you have to take hardline position to get people to do what you need them to do. You can't be pussyfoot into them. Okay.
I don't pussyfoot. I just look
You
at.
have to take a position and defend it. Okay. He took a position. He's the one who put this in our face. Okay. He knows what this deal is. Okay. He's the one who is trying to get out of that. He put it in the face. So we're gonna respond. Okay. We're not gonna pussyfoot around this. Okay?
That's Claudio writing.
Okay. We're gonna let him know that okay. You belong to HOA1. Let the attorney do it, okay? Because this is a legal issue, okay?
Yep.
This is
No, we're fine. We're going to go ahead with what you said. There's no going on there. I don't need to carry on anymore about it.
Okay.
I know where you stand. I know where I am.
Okay, so
but we got to move on.
Okay, so let's move on more. Okay, so we're sending him the letter.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, when billing time comes, we will discuss that. Who we're gonna bill and what the situation is. Okay. So we talk about the Q3 issue. Okay. Now, the collection. We talk about Edwin. We were talking to Martin before about where we are with the collection. Now, since you're here, let's talk about this list that, remember, you were working with the accountants. Okay. About to make sure that we send out statements to everybody. Okay. And the accountant sent me this. Okay. Now, one of the questions I want to ask you here, come over here, Edwin. Okay. You have here, some of these are pending. Pending. What does that mean? You and the accountant are now working on this.
And actually, we have another
List. Where's that
Another
list?
list.
Anna Lisa had. Do you know where it's at? The ones in good standing?
No, this is a different situation.
Yeah, this is when we
Yeah.
send this pending from respond because they didn't respond.
Okay.
Well,
We got
well,
nothing back.
No,
It's
no.
not a bounce.
No, this is
No, it
not,
doesn't matter.
okay. This is not the list about in good standing.
Yeah, I know.
This is a list that talking about the collection.
Yes.
Okay. So, what are we doing here with so these that says pending? Explain to us what that means.
This is the like I said, the email we sent, they don't reply.
Okay.
But this list was as to September 30,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a new list because a lot of people here pay now. This to pay, I remember.
Okay.
So
who's paid?
this pay, this one pay, this one pay. No, this one. Far I can remember. Last week we have a lot of payment.
Okay,
payments,
so could we get an updated?
Yeah, I have to give you an update,
Because
please.
we need to get this to Martin to get because we have gone through the initial sending out.
You know,
And one of the things I promised the board when we took over, I mean, their general assembly, that on the last meeting we have, that we're gonna push this collection to them because it's one of the most, two very important things. Follow through on the collection. I have to be able to, when we have the next meeting, you say, okay, guys, this is where we are. Martin, I've sent them out letter, etc. So what I need then is an updated list so that we can get it to Martin.
Yep.
No.
I
Martin was saying, okay, Martin, how do you want to receive you said you have sent some of these things to Martin already.
Let me get the list that people.
Okay, so let's because I want to find out how we proceed so that Martin the clock starts running on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Eddie, ayúdame.
Edwin, did you find out about this protest coming this weekend, when it's gonna be around? Do we need police presence?
You see,
But
with
they
me,
still, I heard on the WhatsApp.
I don't
that it's
push it
on
for
Sunday.
I don't push the foot around.
Yeah.
I'm on
But it's on Sunday?
I don't play games.
That's what I heard.
No,
Any
sorry.
idea when or
Sorry.
anything?
No,
I was wondering if we should have more guards or security or.
I remember.
I've been in
we don't
business a
have the
long
people.
time. I've been practicing both accounting and law for a long time, so I know, this
Yeah,
is,
I know.
okay.
All right, I was gonna ask you a quick question. Have you talked to Juan and them about having police presence for around here? With the
No,
protest?
Claudio, no.
Claudio,
I'm gonna
are
let
you going to?
No, I'm gonna let Edwin do.
Hey, bud, hey.
Ah,
I believe these people is. I'm gonna go later on to talk to them
uh,
when I finish here.
yeah,
They are no against us.
yeah.
They know you guys came here from outside. Probably a lot of you guys didn't know the law for Panama, and they know it's the Arauz and Claudio who's playing all this.
Mhm.
So they are not, even that in one of their talking say we are not against Parqueta Nice or those people who live in there. We're against the Arauz, how they have been trying to take everything in their hands.
Well, so which people you're gonna talk?
The restaurants.
Oh, the restaurant, yeah, you can talk to them. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't get involved with that. We stay out of that.
Well,
But no, if you can, because what I'm saying to you is that the way I see that's Claudio's on one's battle.
yes, that's it.
We stay out of it. Okay? To the extent that they're gonna block our entrance to coming in, and doesn't have anything to do with Claudio.
They don't suppose block us, let's say if they have an protest,
Yeah.
they don't suppose to block nobody going
Yeah,
in
okay.
the property.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
if they want to block, is the other side
Yeah.
of the hotel.
Well, that's just that
No,
they
no,
don't.
it's not really blocking. What happened is what, so let's put it into proper perspective. Because I think we giving you the wrong opinion. They're not blocking us. What happened? They park all the way, so to come into our development here, it's a hassle to get through. Because they come in and they park, so you have to squeeze through.
Yeah.
And
They're not trying to block us.
they're not trying to block us from coming in. It's just that they park everywhere. So what you see where the stone wall is, because the stone wall out is really part of the common area. It really is not part of the common area for the HOA.
Okay.
Okay. However, they come in between those stone walls and they park on both sides of it.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So when we going out, we have to squeeze through to get
Waste
through.
much people
Too
here.
much people out there to get through. So what we want to do is to come up with something where
This is
They
what we
don't-
got.
they don't park.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
that-
They don't park between the stone wall, because outside of the stone wall, we can't stop them from anything, okay? But
Yeah,
within that stone wall, the entrance coming in, we don't want no parking in there,
okay.
okay? And that's what we're saying, because what they're not really against us, okay? What is happening is that they park everywhere, and for us to get in and out, it's a hassle, they're blocking the road, making it difficult. So what was happening here before last year? I talked to Claudia, and what they do, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna talk to Alania police, okay? They would come down on Saturdays and Sundays, send the police down to direct traffic, so that they keep the pathway, move the traffic along or what have you. And that is anything, that's what we really need to do, because it's not that people have something against us, it's just that they make it difficult for us to get in and out of the stuff.
Okay.
And we need somebody to manage the traffic.
Mhm.
And the
Okay.
police last year came down several Sundays and Saturdays
Yeah.
and managed the traffic. Okay, so let's get back on tangent here, get back on, man, I keep using that, get back on tangent. Let's get back on tangent to get off track, right? Let's get back on track. Okay, you get off on a tangent, you get back on track, okay? So let's come to so we're on the collection issue. So Edwin, what do you have there? You said you have an updated
Yeah.
AR agent,
Yeah, I'm gonna print it for you.
okay? And it has the notation as to what was sent and what not sent.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bring that. Because this collection stuff, one of the main reasons, Martin, is when you leave here next week, we wanted to start acting on this collection stuff here. Okay? Because this is one of the priorities we have to the two priorities I explained to you is that the common area. So while we're waiting on Hedwig, okay. You're gonna where are we on the common area transfer with Midfield? You were gonna do
Yes, well, I'm waiting for they supposed to come to make an inspection and they will still notify me about it.
So send us a letter saying that what we have done and what we're waiting on, so that
Yeah,
we can have that for the General Assembly
okay, perfect.
meeting. Okay, so I have done XYZ,
Mhm.
and we're waiting on Midfield to notify me when they're coming to do the audit. But you have to be pushing that envelope.
Yes.
Because if you're not pushing that envelope, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you open, if I send it to you, can you open over there?
Open what?
I email.
Email?
Okay.
On yours or on hers?
Okay. Okay. So common area. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let me talk to so let me do something here.
Your email or Annalisa's?
Whoever, Annalisa has this email. The thing is, because I'm gonna print it, but it's too big, and then when you print, they come too small. So if you can put.
So your response to me on the common area still waiting on
Yes.
Midfield
Yes.
to let you know when they're coming to do the audit.
Oh, you
No,
mean
yes.
This, I'm gonna send this.
What action have you taken to what action have you taken to push that envelope?
Well, I went like
Well, I can open mine.
2 weeks ago. Went there,
Well,
but
yeah,
the line is
you're
like
likely better.
like they're waiting.
So what you need to do when you send out
Yeah, that way I
on
can.
such and such a date I met with so
Oh, no, we got this
Okay, and I
one.
talked to them and they
Yeah,
said,
you
okay,
Videotape it.
and the HOA, as the attorney for the HOA, I will continue pushing that envelope to get that thing, to get that done.
Okay, let me explain you something here. And I can explain to Martin too.
Yeah.
I can send that to him via email.
Yeah.
What happened is, but here, this is a new list. This is the list that is updated to.
It says Annalisa's?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a list. What happened is if I print, because this is too big, then I'm gonna print too small, because this machine is gonna be smaller than that.
Yeah.
So on the green, all that is green is paid.
Yeah.
They pay. This is on white, like what is in white?
No, but two different things, because I see we getting off on tangent.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not asking you for pay. I'm saying the list, the people who owe,
Mhm.
and you send letter to them, I wanna know, the people who owe us money, did you send the letter to them, okay? Do you see this list here? Because I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
I hear you, but I think there's a misunderstanding. What I want here is this, okay? You've been.
Oh, the other one.
Okay,
Okay.
this is what I want. I want about the people in good standing, okay? I need to know, did you send letters to these people? who
Yeah,
owe money?
all the
And when did you send it?
the
Okay?
last one.
Because then I can turn this over to Martin
Mhm.
and said, okay, Martin, I need you to do your thing.
Mhm.
That's what I want, not that.
Didn't you already give Martin some?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said.
okay.
Yeah.
So you
So
have
when
to
I-
update that file.
Yeah, that's easy way to do it. I have to send to Martin the update list.
Yeah,
Yes.
Because
so update it.
yeah, because till today a lot of people pay after that.
Okay, I see.
So I'm gonna. So that's what I'm going.
That's good.
That's what I'm showing you in this. Because this
So
is
the
like,
letter that brings some result.
yeah,
Yes.
bring some. No,
Okay, because that's what I want.
Well-
Because what I
But
was
still we have-
because what I want to say when I go to the General Assembly meeting is that, hey guys, we sent out the initial letter,
And we're gaining.
okay?
Yeah.
And from those letters, we were able to collect X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
So everything.
40%, let's say 40% answer positive and pay.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
paid, okay?
Yeah.
These are the others that are playing hardball, and we're gonna turn them
Yeah.
turn them over to the attorney,
Yeah.
okay? Because I don't wanna go into VIG, so we send this out, I say, guys, the initial send out, here's the result.
Yeah.
Dollars and cents, how much did you collect from them, did you collect, okay?
Yeah.
X amount of dollars. And this broken down into 10, 15 people, okay?
Yeah.
These others are not responding, therefore we're gonna have to play hardball.
Yeah,
And the plan is to have Martin send them an initial demand notice that, listen, I'm representing the HOA, okay?
Yeah.
You have been notified, and then you're gonna determine how much time you're gonna give them to pay Martin from your end. I wanna know.
Okay, 30 days.
So you're gonna give him an additional 30 days.
Yes. But when we go to court, it's 2 days.
Uh-huh.
notice?
Okay, okay, let's say I make that lawsuit. That's gonna take at least 2-3 months to review by judge. When that is reviewed and accepted by the judge, in that moment, he notified the person. For that, I say, those person who are more easy to notify
Right.
and the higher amount will
Right.
be the first ones.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when they notify them,
Mhm.
that day, when they get notified, they have 2 days to recognize
Yeah.
the debt and to pay.
Mhm.
If they don't pay, then they go higher courtrooms fees, interest, and whatever,
Okay,
and then we go to.
all right. So then at
Okay.
that point, now, do you need money from the HOA now to proceed into this stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
we have to
in the
straighten up
moment
with
I
you
sue-
on that.
In the moment I sue, I put the lien away.
Okay, so and then
So
the
because
judge will
let's-
tell us how
let's-
much the bond is.
Yeah.
At that point,
And in the same moment I put the lawsuit,
yeah,
I put the lien.
Yeah.
I mean, the judge in that moment review both documents and I say, okay, give me, like I said, 22% was in this case.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So we have to go,
We have to be ready for that
Okay,
Yeah.
so
how do we make payment to the judge on that or to the claims?
now,
by the bank.
By the bank? So they
Bonds.
give us an account and we deposit it?
Well, I go to the bank and I say I want a bond of the judge tell me is $2,300, and the bank issue a check, and that check is a judicial check,
Okay,
and then I bring that to the judge,
yep,
and the judge gonna hold that check.
okay,
And
Yeah.
this is only to see is
Yeah.
the business, because this
Yeah.
is a business,
Yeah.
to be sure the part is a legal
yeah, yeah,
legitimate
no,
business.
I
And
understand.
let's say if we lose that money.
Yeah.
If they come with something else, like we can sue them,
Yeah, yeah.
And in our case, in by Escondido, like they appeal it.
Yeah.
But the appealing was First, because they claim my writing wasn't properly. Second, they claimed that not when they serve the person was a 90 years old person, and that person speak only English, and that was the two things. And then the higher court says, but he had the opportunity, the expat had the opportunity to defend himself because right away he presented a power of attorney in a power of attorney to the courtroom to defend himself. So he had the opportunity to the lawyer translate that to him.
Yeah.
And here in Panama we use Spanish, so the serve is in Spanish, and they are not obligated to bring in a translator. But like sometimes it's better to bring a translator,
Yeah.
and that we're gonna put that.
Yeah.
We offer to the judge. We're gonna bring someone when you're gonna serve in English.
Yeah.
And then he gets official name by the judge, and then he goes with a serve guy,
Yeah.
and they notify that person.
Okay.
And that was the two things. And then the ruling came back as no say. We have all the rights to sue them.
All right, so we got that, but I mean, on your paperwork, we don't want to be held up. We want to make sure that you're paid, so you go right into this. So
Yes.
you have to keep us well informed of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before for that say like you inform that like we're gonna proceed in the similar general assembly.
Okay.
And then how much we're gonna need or we're gonna use.
Okay.
And then I will have to send you guys an approximate how much is gonna be the total.
See, good.
Okay, so let's back up. We now want to get back to the nation one. Okay, so Edwin is preparing that updated list to give to Mark. Okay. Martin is then gonna send a letter out to these people, 30 days to pay.
Mhm.
And what is the letter gonna say? What is your letter gonna say?
Like the administration of Baqueta and I have been notify you in that day, and then have been handling me all those dues supposed to be paid.
Right.
So it's now
get away from that.
maintenance fees, and so the moment I'm gonna take an judicial proceed against you.
Okay.
And even that we're giving you 30 days, no, let's say for 48 hours to answer back and to see what is your position.
Okay, also so you're gonna no that probably that's for some people.
Because it's too much 30 days to pay.
Yeah, give them 10 days. I'll say 10 days. Because you figure by the time people get it, 10 days is a reasonable time. Because part of the thing, Ray, what we're saying, okay, I know the court, what happened, the judge look at, did you give them reasonable amount of time, or are you too forceful, or whatever it is? Okay, so it's all about your approach, because when you go in there, the judge looks to see how you conduct yourself. Okay, and if you conduct yourself where you're overbearing or whatever it is, they didn't give them reasonable time, the judge that plays back at you. So what I'm saying here is that what we do when you send your letter, my suggestion is that, okay, because normally when an attorney send you a letter, you have 10 days. 10 days is a good time to say, okay, you have 10 days to respond. If we don't hear from you, then we're gonna proceed to, get to file the lien. So what are you gonna tell? I don't know what the process is, Martin. So you tell them. So the letter is gonna say you have 10 days to do what?
If not, we're gonna have an courtroom hearing for that.
Okay. We're gonna start a legal procedure.
Legal procedure, that's
Okay. On the comments, legal action.
actions.
Okay, we're gonna commence legal action against you to collect the money. Okay, and you have to get into the detail exactly what it's because what we try to do, from my
and this
perspective.
is the thing, it has to be fast. Let's say they want to sell the property and something like that, and we give them 30 days, they could do it, So we have to go fast in this, it's true.
Okay, so you're gonna give them 10 days. If you don't hear from them, you're gonna let them know that, okay. Then at that 10 days, you're gonna come back and say to us, okay, I have sent letters out to these people.
Of course, all those letters has to be copied to you guys.
Right. Okay. So what is gonna happen? Okay. So at the end of that process, the 10 days, you're gonna come back to us and say, okay, the 10 days is up. Let's say the 12th day, you're gonna come back to us and say, okay, the 10 days up. I send letter out to 60 people. Okay. Out of the 60, I heard from 20. 20 said they're gonna pay. The other 40 is playing hardball. We have to go do suit. Okay. Then we take that list now. We said, okay, out of these 40 that is left, okay, which one of them we're gonna go get the lien is easy because we know that once we go for the lien, we have to put up 20%,
Yeah, at least, yeah.
at least 20%, okay? And I think that's how we should do it on a step down process.
Well, we definitely, as we mentioned before, we want to go after the big players.
Yeah. So
Big players, but I say in the beginning,
Or at least one.
and easily accessible.
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. The big players and those that they can get to easily.
Yeah.
Well, you know where they are, where the venue is, and then you go after them first because you're
Yeah.
not gonna because those in the Belize and whatever you want.
Oh, I agree. Like, see, this one we got right here.
Yeah, right.
They're doing business.
Yeah.
They can really
Yeah.
make it difficult for them, and I'd say go for the money.
And especially those that have a house
Yeah,
on the beach.
yeah,
Okay? Because I think what we should do, the folks with the house on the lot
yeah.
that is here, those
That's
are the
right.
ones we should go after, and then after that we go after the lots.
So we got, I think, 10 with the houses that owe us.
Uh-huh.
So I think those are the ones.
Yeah,
which
we're
is
gonna go
almost
after them.
20%.
Yeah, right after we're gonna go after those, okay?
These are the ones we want to pay attention to.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? I'll just count them.
Okay, so that's how we're gonna do. So you're gonna give them 10 days.
12.
12 person.
So 10 days. Okay, to respond to attorney. TT demand. After that 10 days, you're gonna come to us and said, okay, I sent out my letters to all these folks, and here's what I got response for. Okay, so you're gonna come back to us and let us know the next step. Okay,
Yeah.
and then when you come back with those, then we're gonna say, okay, Mo, these are of all these with the houses, these are the ones we're gonna pursue first. And we quantify it. If we come up to 40,000 or 50, we know that we have to put 20% out, and we go play hardball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Got it, Rick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on the same page.
Some of these are gonna pay up pretty quick. I mean, the one at the top of this, 840, these ones, I see them paying.
Yeah, because once you take action and you send notice to folks that you're not playing around, the world will get around.
Yeah, once we start securing the gate,
Yeah.
we know some of them who want to do stuff to the property.
Yeah.
We're gonna interrupt it big time.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost them more money not to deal with us
Yeah.
than, you know,
Okay.
especially when they're only behind a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, with just a year, that's easy money to come up with. Okay, now, so we are at that now. Okay, so we touch on the Mivia. You're gonna send us a letter.
Yeah.
You said when you met with them and where we are in that
Yes.
process. Okay. We talk about this HO Q3 that you're gonna send them a letter.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, because you're responding to the letter, to their response. That's basically what you're doing is following up on this response to them and
Yes.
let them know that, hey, we hear what you're saying, but here's what the situation is. You go through this gate. There's only one HOA per Mivia, okay? So
I have over here, send a letter to the realtors who's telling, the way to go inside, you have to have that property have to be in good standing
Yeah,
if you want to sell it, and notify previous notification when they're gonna go inside.
okay.
yeah, and we don't have to let them come in, right?
No, if
Right?
you,
I
they're
mean,
the owners.
yeah, only the owners have to come in, so.
Yes. And then that's it. If they don't have a preview
So we want to make sure that, we tell them they don't have access, only the owner.
Only the owner, if they say, I come because that lot, they say, okay, they never
You can't come
notify.
in, yeah.
Because they never notify.
But if the owner's here, he can drive you in,
Yes.
so, yeah, because that'll hurt them big time.
Okay,
Okay,
No.
when I was coming, you have another question?
no, well, you were gonna say, well, I was gonna go to the, I have a couple more things I wanna talk about,
Okay.
okay? Because we have on the table, okay, we have, the first thing we have was, F12. Because I wanna give a conclusion on that. F12, we have done everything that we need to do. with that
F12
one.
is the Molika?
Malika, okay?
Molika?
Okay.
Yeah.
So F12, we have done everything, we're just waiting on, the ball is really on the court on the developer.
Yes, I answered a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
and then there was really hard to get in Claudio.
Mm.
The courtroom wasn't able to not to serve me.
Right,
And then I remember, we cross each other, in notary, whatever, I say, Claudio, go answer. Because if you don't answer, it could be in one moment, they will not accept his answer.
yeah,
And then he answered a month ago.
yeah,
He claimed he made two writing. He answered the lawsuit and he make one other writing. They call it incidents of nullity.
nullity,
Yeah,
yeah,
that is English.
no,
Incidente de nulidad. Incidents of nulidad.
Incident,
Yeah. The meaning, like he's saying, like that lawsuit is no don't. Let me write incidente de nulidad.
I think I know what you're saying, not the lawsuit.
Incident of nullity.
You're asking the judge to dismiss it because, okay.
Yours, Sandra?
Want to, yeah, to understand that, incident of notice, so, what they're trying to dismiss the
They
lawsuit.
missed the lawsuit because
Because
it
it
wasn't
doesn't have any-
placed in the,
Yeah,
it wasn't placed in the right time.
okay.
And his
No, no.
answer to him, to them, like, was like that lot is part of the HOF, like they having, they knew about it too, or whatever,
Yeah,
So now the ruling is there,
yeah,
and we changed our system too, last 13th of October.
yeah,
The civil way to handle it
yeah,
in the civil court, they are totally changed.
yeah,
It's faster.
yeah,
But we're in the transfer.
yeah.
So, so like some of those cases they are like we don't know, they're taking time.
Okay.
But in the moment they're taking over, it's really fast.
Okay, so let me just put in perspective, so, because I want to just wrap this when I got to. So F12, we have done everything that we need to do legally.
Yes, we
Okay.
answered them. We put all the
So just
things,
wait-
and
so
then
just
of
waiting on
course
the court
one shot
decision.
the courtroom is gonna come here too. But they will notify me. They will
Yeah.
notify all the parties, and then probably we're gonna need a surveyor or a expert who gonna make an expertise in a side.
okay,
Okay, so F12, we're just waiting on the court decision.
Yes, but like the court have the lawsuit from everybody, the answer from everybody, and the court has to take a decision of they come, or they could say, like this is not an
Dismiss it.
dismiss it because it doesn't have any
On a legal standing.
Okay.
standing. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so F12, we're waiting on the court decision, we did not more that we have to, the HOA, you have to do, okay, you have done everything that we need to do legally to
To
defend
the
our
friends,
position.
yes,
okay?
100%.
Okay,
Because that lawsuit is for 25,000.
okay.
yeah,
So like it's no right to not defend yourself because you
Yeah.
could lose
Yeah,
yeah,
25,000.
25,000 plus legal fees.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, okay, now, L10. Where are we at that?
L10 is the guy who built in the
The easement.
in the.
easement.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right word for
Okay.
easement.
Yeah. Before I come here, I went to the small claim court.
Yeah.
And the judge was there. And then she told me she had been going twice there and she never finds someone. Or the last time she finds someone and they give her phone number where she communicate. And then that person talked to her and she say he will not like to give an power of attorney for a lawyer because the lawyer will not defend himself like properly. He asked and he pleased to answer when he coming back from US. And it's gonna be the 6th of February.
Okay, so
Okay,
And then I was telling the judge, because normally when a case in a small claim court doesn't move, they could file that file.
Mhm.
That lawsuit could be filed. I said, okay, next week I'm gonna bring you something else to keep it alive. And she said even that they gonna come next week to make an inspection to both lots. And I was telling her again, like you guys supposed to stop the construction. You guys still living the guy from Salvador building or working in this lot. And then she says the answer is the right thing to do because let's say it's a person in Guatemala that want to make an extra room, they stop them.
Mhm.
So this guy is building more, and then I was talking about that area.
yeah, it's,
Yeah,
When you guys see this line here,
yeah, that's actually, right here, this here is the tide,
yeah, and
high tide.
this is 10 and this is 12.
Yeah, right from there is 12 meters.
No, supposed by law, this law I sent you today,
yeah.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to build inside this area in your lot.
that's right.
In your lot.
And then,
Yeah.
And then this is the things by law. The Araus tell to sell, let's say, sell you guys 800 meters or let's say 750
Yeah.
or whatever. They sold you a part of area. You could do nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You
Yeah,
can't
you're
do
not allowed.
anything, yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is by law. This,
Yeah.
And for that they put, and I saw some blueprints.
Yeah.
They say here, listen, franja lateral 12. So like they mark in those blue in this like they can do nothing here, but they make those slots over.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, so that to sell your part that you can't do anything with
Yeah,
it, no, it's a
No.
rip, yeah.
Yeah.
So they
And-
sell you're paying for property that you
Yeah,
can't
You can
use.
do nothing.
you can't develop.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No. So and then I believe some guys or some person have been doing working here
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
because we're total about no didn't know what was it,
yeah,
And then, but these are the things. It shows here. If we go to the blueprints of each lot, doesn't show.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not on there. It's only.
No, it's only in that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has in those two lots.
what do you mean the blueprint? You mean
That
the construction,
that would be kind of the survey.
Yes.
the survey,
It doesn't show that.
the survey doesn't show that.
No.
Oh.
No. Not unless you ask for a survey to do it. Right.
Well, I have a survey for.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you look at your
Sorry.
survey, it doesn't
He did
have
show.
that.
Huh?
He did show
It did show, yeah, the survey is there, yeah, in the survey.
12 meters,
Did it?
10 meters.
All right.
So you guys have 1,000 meters,
Yeah.
and suppose from this point to this point don't do nothing,
Uh-huh.
and they call that
Now that's the same as this.
yes.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
isn't
sure.
really a survey. This is
No,
just
no,
the
but-
master
but-
plan.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, we're getting back to nailing it down to what is the issue? That's the master plan. We were looking at.
Yeah.
How does the survey ties in with that?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the survey is what guide the construction.
Yeah. So when
Okay.
you go when you have a survey done in your property, he's not going to show that. He's going to show you. He's going to show this whole area, right from here to here. He's not going to draw a line there and tell
But
you that.
here says
A line would tell you that.
here says it's 216 meters who has right of way
Yeah.
inside your property,
Yeah.
Huh?
and then is the beach, then
Uh-huh.
10 meters.
Yeah. 22 meters.
Yeah, 10 meters
10,
plus
not
22.
Yeah.
So the meaning, your properties, you could build from here to here, and they sell you 1,000 meters.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is really this year, this whole
It's 260 meters you
Yeah.
can use
Yeah. Okay, out of 1,000.
Yeah.
of 1,000.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that pool is inside here.
That's right. Now, if you read the rules of use, they will tell you, if you really get down to it, it is actually telling you that you can't have a wall, or it's talking about your dwelling that can't be out there. Okay, it really gets down to that point where in the rules of use. Now, I'm not saying this might be government standards that say you can't do it, and they would likely run it. But if you read the rules of use, they're talking the dwelling on there and what size it should be, and it can't go on past
The
this.
dwelling, right.
It's not
the house,
talking about a swimming pool.
right.
It's not
No,
talking,
no.
right, it's not
They
talking a
can-
well.
Like him, he has a swimming pool inside that area.
Yeah, but on the rules of use, it doesn't say you can't do that with a swimming pool. It's talking the dwelling.
So what you're saying,
Yeah.
Martin, okay, based upon this, you can't put a swimming pool here, it's illegal to put a swimming pool in that.
No legal.
Eh?
You can't build nothing here.
Nothing, period.
One thing it could, to give you an example, like right here, I mean, when your size of your lot, you gotta be back 2 meters, say, right? On each side, but you're
Yeah.
allowed to pour concrete all the way over to the side, you just can't have an 8-foot wall.
Well, you could build here.
Yeah.
You can build here. Sometimes, well, usually it's 3 meters. There is 3 meters, 3 meters, and 5.
2 meters. 2 meters, 2 meters. Yeah, we're talking dwelling, but you're allowed to pour concrete walkway.
Yeah,
Walkway.
Right over to the edge of your property all the way around, and you're allowed a 4-foot wall all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so a swimming
no,
pool
no.
really is in ground. It
You're
really
supposed
would,
to build here.
yeah,
Totally.
yeah, so it would be okay.
no, what Martin is saying is not supposed to be.
Here where he built the pool,
Yeah,
it's totally illegal there.
Yeah. The pool has to be back in here.
In the back, like in front.
You see this,
Or
this line here?
Yeah.
You can't put anything out of here. Your pool can't be anywhere in this area from this line over. Can't be in this corridor.
well, I think everyone on the whole beach broke the law.
yeah, could be because they didn't know about it.
No, because in my house, okay, my
Yeah.
house, no, it's not, because when I look at my pool, okay, my
Is
lot,
the road?
yeah, my lot line goes up to there, okay, and where my pool is to the end of my property, my pool is okay where you can build. My house is set back over here, okay. Okay.
The only way you're gonna really find out is you measure.
You measure from here to
Right from the
here.
road, yeah,
Yeah.
right from the road out.
From the radar.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what you're saying here, based upon this here, you're not supposed where that broken line is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because let's say when we go to the house, remember we walk in the wall is around here.
Right.
And then he destroyed whatever is here, no?
Right.
And then he has this area.
Pool that they build the pool in.
The pool is around here.
Right in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the house is from here going
Yeah.
forward.
And then the other thing, you believe he doesn't have this blueprint? He have it.
Yeah.
He knows about it.
Yeah. They're just trying to play dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So let's get back to, we got off on tangent. Yeah, so let's come back here. So we're talking about, so Martin, let's come back.
Yeah.
We're talking about F12. Let's recap. F12, we're waiting on the court decision. We've done
It's
everything.
about clean core, yeah.
Okay, you can't do anything.
And they say the guy say he coming in the February 6th.
February 6th. Okay, no, I'm talking about
F12, yes. We are waiting for the court.
Okay. L10 is the February 6th.
February 6th.
Okay, so that is 2/6.
And the judge is gonna come next week with an engineer again.
Okay. So back to recap here, Ray.
Go.
Yeah.
We now F12, there's nothing we can do. He has done.
That's right,
Just
yeah.
written on the court. L10, the judge is coming back,
To tell him when he has to take it down.
okay,
No, well, the judge is gonna come.
Yeah.
And make a report to be able not, because, okay, other thing inside, she told me, probably they're gonna take her out from there.
Mhm.
So, but she has to left all the files in order
yeah,
and to be able to not file this claim,
Mhm.
she has to come. And
Yeah.
she will come next week with an engineer municipal.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
And like that, which she had to make a report. I
Okay,
went there, I didn't find the person, whatever, you know.
okay, okay, good.
And now we'll, and she's gonna do that when?
Next week.
Next week?
Okay.
And at that point, could she really say they'll come down within a week or so from that point?
I don't know.
We don't know, okay.
No, because it's up our
right,
decision, because they have to really give until about, okay, now let's go back to C13. C13,
In 15,
I mean, C13.
Which is this one?
that's the one right here with
Right,
building out in
the
the
one that
property.
build out in there, that's the one that the government,
Yeah,
so there's not.
C15 to C,
Right,
C13.
So
Oh,
there's-
there are two together, yeah.
Right, so there's nothing we need to do,
No, that's
okay?
gonna be
So
government.
Martin, so there's nothing you need to do there, Martin, okay?
Well, in
We
the
have
same
had a
moment, the
complaint,
smart
right.
claim court is gonna come, and then I was telling her that the municipality engineer has all the right to stop that, continue that construction.
Okay,
And they suppose gonna do something next week.
Yeah,
okay,
okay, yeah. Mhm.
And I told her about the
Interesting.
Mi Ambiente came twice.
Yeah.
And then they suppose they didn't treat them right, you know, like, and then
Yeah.
I told the smart clean court, when she's gonna come, please bring the police with them. Like that, they're gonna have more
Yeah.
authority and they don't
Yeah.
wanna insult her.
yeah,
Yeah.
because if not, that's gonna, okay. Now, the other thing, right, so we have F12 with Marlies.
Yeah.
We have L10, and we have C13 and 15.
Yeah.
C13 and 15. Is there anything else that,
I
so
don't
those
think
are the
so.
only, those are the only, lots
we
that we
covered
have a
Pretty
problem,
much everything,
that
cause
we have a lot, problem with.
we
Okay.
talked about what we can do with, with people coming in with,
Okay, and the
controlling it.
letter to the, okay.
We're gonna have to, give them a
So
heads
maybe
up and
you're
have a
gonna give
general
us a
assembly.
report. Okay, anything else that, okay, so Edwin, where is it? You're supposed to have something for Martin. Let me go use the restroom, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna send that via email.
You gonna send it?
Later,
Can you
later,
put something on the board here that we can see now?
later, I'm gonna send it via email,
Okay,
because I have to
okay, so you have to
be sure.
so you have to do something, and you're gonna send us copy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Now you
yeah.
copy.
I'm
Alright.
gonna use the restroom, I'll be right back.
Oye, me dijo que no me la guiaron. Y ayúdame.
We got a bit of rain coming.
¿A dónde está el basurero? The garbage?
Right over there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Edwin empties it once a month.
Well,
He didn't even want a garbage can. I bought that for Annalisa.
That list, I was checking the list and that nobody, I mean,
They all know. Yeah. But this isn't the right figure. Here, I just wrote it in for the time
They
being.
all know,
The
and we have.
These ones here will get pretty quick, I think.
Well,
So
it's-
as soon as we, and this guy, he's just, like, he just wants to give me and Patrick,
That's it.
just to be a pain to us, that's just what he's up to,
Mhm.
right? So, but we can make our life miserable for a while. Right? Right,
They go to the left.
I'm gonna call it, this meeting is kind of adjourned. Guess we say good night, folks. Right, Edwin, wave goodbye.
Goodbye.